We're
Just
live.
like that.
Yeah.
No, I
Hello.
didn't catch that part.
Hello, people.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
You heard
Recap the
if
crash out.
All right. Who would
Recap
like to
the
recap the last session?
Not me, considering I wasn't there for a majority of it.
Dang it, I was gonna say Lyric should recap this.
I wasn't there for a majority of it.
Rats! Double rats! Ah.
You mean rats? No, just singular rat.
That was
No, I'm
almost
making
really
my
bad. Hold on.
I'm making my ancient cartoon reference.
Let's go, recap machine.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm not playing Warforged anyway. Hey look, there's the picture. Alright. In the last episode, I opened a door. This was obviously not something that should have been done, given the fact that there was not just one, not just three, but four giant spiders back there. One of them much more titanic than the rest of them.
The brood
And their
mother.
babies.
In a freaking activating bullet time, we decided, what shall we do? Yes. Didn't hear no bell. So we decided to fight the thing. Things plural. And it was very interesting. That was actually a pretty decent fight. My favorite part was being slowed too. For spending a hero point in my Supreme Arrogance.
Yeah. Not anymore. I can heal that now.
But yeah, my favorite part of the fight was having that happen and then getting poisoned again by one of the soldier spiders, and then when it was time for me to make all the saves, I shook everything off by crit passing everything. So through the shadows of It's So Over came the indomitable spirit of We're So Back. And we killed those spiders. We also had to deal with some spider spawners a la Minecraft in the corners, but we were smart, and we didn't get too. No, people got beat up a lot in that fight.
Luke went down so many times.
Yeah, he was not having fun. I was having much more fun than he was. He was kind of getting at we dealt with the spiders. There was nothing. The spiders were definitely defeated. They didn't have anything. We clobbered them. After that, everybody was very tired and was. It's like, all right, let's get out of here, gang. This place kind of blows. Not only was there a trap, there was also spiders in the house.
Yeah.
So then we went back, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know what? When we're going back, we can go to the circus. They should be ready by now, probably. We went over there. Sure enough, they were. It was an extra dimensional circus. We just like, oh, there's like one like tent here. It's not even like a big top, and it's just like, oh, this ought to be fun. Got in there. It was a freaking extra dimensional because it ended up leading to a much bigger space.
It was, in fact, bigger on the inside.
Yep. We got our. It was the very rare free circus that doesn't scam you, and try and make you buy a timeshare. But the way that we got admission was we received a nice stamp, and we were allowed to go about the grounds and everything. If I recall correctly, Luke ended up having his fortune told. He got a very direct, here are your cards. There was I believe that we saw the fact that Delta number was there. It's just like,
Yup.
that's interesting. It must
That's
be
not good. Oh.
a previous. It must be like a previous iteration of her because time people are weird.
Yes. Timey-wimey shenanigans is what we do.
There was Jean-Gear came over there. He got to try his hand at the toss a knife at the target, which the more I think about it, the more it seemed like that was probably the
Yeah.
activity for me. But it was too late. I was interested. So it's like, wait a minute, you tell fortunes? Can I get mine? You won, and then you ended up getting cards too. So a pattern started forming. There was a. I'm trying to remember what Tanglers was. I don't remember.
It told me to kill Spudsy.
That's
No,
what she
not
said.
the
I
cards.
don't think that's what it was.
What was the activity that earns you your
Oh,
cards?
just the fortune teller.
Oh, okay. So you also had a direct way. It was
So
really funny
it was Tangela went to the fortune teller. Luke tossed a ring at the turtle.
Oh,
Yang here threw a target at the knife. And you shot yourself out of the cannon.
through no
That's
fault of
right.
my own, I was I was given the cannon shot. That no, it was
For the life
between
of
the
me,
It was between the Ferris wheel and the cannon shot, and then that was around when Lyra came in. I'm just like, okay, Lyra can make a decision because she's it's the least I can do for her, and she chose not to get shot out of the cannon. It's like, well, I guess I'm getting cannoneered.
Get shot of the cannon, rat.
I did, and I landed in the water. After being propelled across the entire grounds, I'm pretty sure. But there was pretty much water all around the place, so it was very hard to lose. Um, and this weird, like, demi-plane, what have you. I believe that Luke was having a bit of trouble with the fact of, like, it's like, what do these cards mean and everything. Five also ended up getting a card. Then it's just like, oh, let's go to the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel can hold many people. And that's where we saw them. The time shenanigans got worse as we saw these people that were, we kind of slowly put the pieces together. It's just like, oh, this person's a fetchling and very hyperactive. This man is
Going to kill us.
apparently quite the adept magic user and is very, very tired, probably from having to deal with freaking a mile a minute over there.
Yeah.
We also saw somebody we've seen before, but younger.
Yeah.
And there was one other person too that was we kind of put the pieces together. Oh yeah, the druid. So we saw two people that we've seen before. We kind of put the pieces together. It's like, oh, these are the previous people from X hundred years ago. Was it 400?
499.
500 basically years ago then. That yeah, we're coming up on the big five double lot soon. That failed to fix the problem and instead put a very large stapled band-aid on it because they simply did not have the means at the time. Cue the realization from the digit duo. It's like, oh, that's Pop's. The trauma
No,
increased that
you're
day.
dead. Stay dead.
You're dead. Stay dead.
Pain, suffering, confusion. Like, Renee was just like, I've met John Gear before. This is some time garbage that's going on here. Must be some sort of weird overlapping, and maybe the stamps are a form of anchor, you might say, to your own time stream here in this weird mishmashed yarn of garbage.
I've desensitized you to timey-wimey shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm just all
Also,
here.
hello to the people in chat, Cosmo and Blue.
Hello, people. We're getting through the recap. We had Renee had to try and freaking unwind poor Luke as he was about to freaking pop either a seizure, or a heart attack, or both.
All of the above. And a few extras we hadn't thought of yet.
It's not like he could do anything, given the fact that we couldn't interact with our quote-unquote predecessors. They were just kind of missed when we attempted to mess with them and the like. Yeah, I had to give the good old. It's like, listen, you might know this man as he is. You knew the man as he is now, but this is as he was. He is obviously very different. He did not believe that he would live as long as he did, and men do horrible things out of desperation. And so that was Renee's theory on why this tired man we saw before us ended up turning into quite the twisted individual later on. Yep. It was also interesting seeing Tangela interact with her younger master, getting a few bits and bobs along the way, having her kind of figure that out. And it's just like, oh, we're your past and everything. Interesting. Thanks to some talk about familiars. Yeah, we kind of, the mile a minute had the shield, I think. And it's just like, wow, that's an interesting looking shield you had. And it's just like, perhaps we shouldn't expound upon this, because we might have something start unraveling.
And then people just kept talking.
I was trying to defuse it. It's just like, oh, it's a replica. Or
Okay,
just
we
like
ball.
something of the same, must be from the same manufacturer or the like. But yeah, after some problems and conversations, we decided to get on the Ferris wheel. Everybody kind of everybody got to pick a person to go with. Except for Renee. There was no equivalent for Renee. He did get an answer about the dagger, though. It was the previous party members, or the predecessors, did say that there was a man who still had a long way to go on his journey, apparently. I'm gonna be the best.
Gets
You better
caught
believe it.
immediately.
Hey, by the time they probably caught him, they were probably at a certain like level of aptitude to where he might be good, but he ain't that good. So yeah, we're on the Ferris wheel right now. I delivered some monologue thinking because I was alone, wondering about everyone's connections to everything and what was going to happen to me. Staring at the Death Arcana and Judgment. Fortune in the Chariot. Really depends on what type of reading you're doing.
Correct.
Are we done here? Would anyone like to add anything else?
No.
I think
Jangir's
continue
just
being
vibrating.
melodramatic.
Luke's internal monologue is just screaming.
Murder, murder, murder.
Delta
Not
number's
even
trying to
that.
call me down.
Like, not even murder, murder, murder.
Why did I
it's
have
just...
to come in here? Why did I have to be here? Why did I have
Summer.
to see these things? Why does everything happen to me? Why?
just to suffer.
It builds
Why are we here?
character.
Luke is
does
over
build
here.
character.
Luke is over here trying to shield himself from the rain, but it's not raining here.
Hello, summer days. Welcome to the party.
Yee.
And that is a pretty good recap.
Yeah.
Y'all are enjoying
Thanks.
the wonders of the Ferris wheel. Most of you are sitting next to people that you know to be dead, or to be much older in one case.
Two cases because the
Yeah.
dryad and the witch are still alive.
Yes, that is the case.
Yeah.
So what are y'all gonna do?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna jump out first. No, we.
You don't have the boots.
No, it's fine. I have catfall. No, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have the boots.
Eleanor looks to Tangela and like squats down, and is like, "Do you want to go on the Ferris wheel again, my pupil?" And like puts her hand on your head.
Yeah, one more.
Oh, jeez.
She grins at you.
Okay, so we're off the Ferris wheel now.
Yes, the Ferris wheeling has ended.
Okay.
We
Wow. You know,
Fuck.
that would have been really great if it ended up stopping right where I was, but I ended up being slightly to the left. Or the right, depending on your orientation.
Yeah.
Wow, that would have been really fun.
Still thinking about how Five was just sitting next to his proto dad, his pre-dad.
Oh, look, he's still in one piece. That's good. Kind of.
Who's all in one piece? Looks around.
Not me.
Yeah.
It's not like we could really do anything, even if we tried.
Oh, goodness.
It's
Yeah,
very
I just
hard to
assumed you would
find
try.
I mean, who knows? Perhaps in a few years, maybe that one guy will come up with a mechanical eye.
I mean, we didn't even ask him. Like I feel like we.
That's a good point.
So right, we could have gotten him a sick mechanical eye because surely.
We've
I
got
mean,
time.
we literally got your arm for free.
I guess that's fair. I mean, we did almost die to get it, so give and take. But
It was a fairly simple procedure. Some pain was involved, but it's a
Yeah.
lot better
indubitably,
than-
that was today's word on your word calendar, Renee. Indubitably.
Did use it correctly. Good job, Five.
I'm gonna
Indubitably.
pat him on the back.
All right, don't
Good
use
job.
it too much. That's not a common use word.
Indubitably.
I was gonna say I'm ready for it. Hit me again, G.
Is it,
So
hmm?
go ahead.
Oh, has anyone looked in the big tent yet?
I was going to say I don't think that there's
No.
anything left
Oh, what?
here but the
Oh my gosh, let's go to the big tent! Come on.
It must be where they're keeping the apples.
apples.
Apples?
Oh crap. Oh.
What kind of fair doesn't have candy apples?
This is well, I suppose.
I don't actually eat them. I just like holding one.
You like being in the presence of one.
Oh, have you seen them?
I mean, apples are
Yes.
good.
Come one, come all. Those with cards, thou shalt not fall.
Oh, Jesus.
All right,
Oh,
I've
did y'all
got
get
cards.
too?
Yeah, everyone.
I pull out
No,
my
we
cards.
didn't get any cards.
Oh, that's weird.
Luke goes over there alone, just there. Comes back. Stares in sheer audacity. He yet still exists, albeit in a previous incarnation. All right, so what's going on here? Can we see what's like what exactly do we see around here?
It's looking to the tent, it is a very magnificent inner tent, and it is the striking image of a circus performance.
My gosh. How many people are in the seats?
Absolutely a few.
Wow.
Well, they did say you have to have cards, and not everyone has cards.
Wait, they
Should
can't go
thou
in?
listen to me for a sec, I shall give you the cards to that deck.
Whoa. I'm gonna like pull out
Dang.
my hero deck and be like, this deck? I'm gonna float them around my head.
He freaking like psychographs them. This freaking mind hand. It's like, hey, buddy, give those back. This ain't funny anymore. He just puts them in his pocket and they just disappear.
He pulls out an ornate wooden box, but he doesn't use his hands to pull it out. It kind of just floats out.
Sick.
This deck. It looks to appear that there are no cards inside this deck.
What? How is it a deck if it doesn't have any cards? Is it like a deck
The deck
box?
box. The deck
Okay.
box.
Oh,
I was
okay.
about to say it's just not like this is non-Euclidean. My mind is twisting. Anyway,
Can we just reach in and pull
The
out
card is right in front of you. You want to grab it?
yeah, I'm gonna reach in. Do I find anything inside?
You grab said deck box. Suddenly, all of your cards start hovering and gently fly into said deck box.
Well, that wasn't me that time.
oh,
Yang here. Would you link the item that just went into your inventory?
Sure. Click. Black. Patty. No, that's this. No.
It's going to be a very long code.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Click.
behold the
Oh.
novel item. Oh my gosh, I wasn't kidding.
All right.
Goodness
Behold,
gracious.
Nevalia. Oh my god,
The
dang.
novel, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm still scrolling.
So was I.
So the cards depicts either a fetchling, lushy, ratfolk, kitsune, or catfolk in some situation. Oh man, Junker gets to have all the cards. It's okay, we can remember them. And by remember
Yes.
them, I mean look in references.
Yes, because they should. That's where they should be.
Oh. Okay.
The deck
So
of Journey's End curiously shuffles itself in a completely non-manipulable way. You then draw a singular card from the deck.
You're gonna have
The
to
effect of
oh. Dolph.
the effect of this card takes hold immediately, with no way to prevent said card from activating in any way. When no card is drawn from the deck, its effect activates corresponding to the card drawn. Once a specific card is drawn from this deck, it can never be drawn again. Not by you, nor by anyone else drawn from this deck. When a card is drawn to this deck turns into dust, as all things do. The effects of each card are as follows.
And we can read those at our own leisure.
And you can read
because
those at your own leisure, because there are 22 of them.
Okay. Okay. Funny deck. Draw a card. Do what it says. Got it.
And you can't stop it in any way. Once you've drawn it, that's that.
Oh
That's
my god,
that.
first the first two.
I think the first one should be drawn while somebody has the Wounded 3 condition.
I mean,
Isn't it 4 that kills you?
good question.
It decreases the doomed is pretty simple. It makes it to where the level you would die at is 1 lower than what it normally is.
Well, good thing I can heal that. I think. 4, yeah.
No, it says this condition can only be lowered by getting a full night's rest.
Oh well.
So the card says, "Dang, that's crazy."
Oh well. Oh well. I can help out with regular doom.
Where's
Well,
the
that way.
tower? I need to read the tower. Only good things can come from the tower in this deck. Something horrible has suddenly occurred and feeling is correct. One thing has now gone disastrously bad for you, but you aren't immediately aware of what this thing is. Good luck.
This is like the deck of many things on
It
Turbo
is.
Crack. What the fuck?
I love it. I like
Yes.
this deck. I'm going to
Like,
pet the box
fun.
gently.
So far, I've only seen like 2 cards that are just objectively good. Every single one of the other ones that I've read have something bad with them.
Yeah. I will be using this for malicious intent.
Let's go.
Hello, enemy. Would you like a card?
Malicious cat.
Are you sure you want to waste one of your 21 like chances?
I did the math. About 4 of them are strictly horrible. 4 of them are strictly good. Everything else is somewhere in between.
Yeah. I like those odds.
Yeah.
I actively manipulate fate. It's fine.
What the hell with 13? Ah!
What's
Me
13?
too.
I'm never touching this deck.
That's fantastic.
One person you really wish was currently alive is restored to perfect health and appears after a swirling breeze of dust creates their form in an open space as close to you as possible. Oh man, if I was playing another character, I would want to draw that card. It would be worth it for him, no matter which one he got. Anyway,
Fantastic.
we can read these later.
Yes.
Cool. So Jangir's cards go in the box. Did we? Did our cards also go into the box?
Yes, all of them went into the box. You can take
Oh.
them out and look at them. It's when you intentionally decide to draw a card that the
Okay.
takes place.
Okay.
And plus, they have like our depictions on them, so we can
Yes.
still like,
Mhm.
even if our characters would forget, it's like, oh, okay.
The only
main
the
thing
only
is order.
if you specifically declare you are drawing a card from it, that is the only time this takes place. Okay.
Awesome. Pat the box
It's like the
again.
deck
That's a
of
good
many
deck.
things. You must declare your draws.
I have an idea. We make
Next-
Nibbles draw it.
The next 3. He gets death, dies instantly. You're stuck with the bird forever.
No!
16. Good lord.
Permadeath the familiar.
Dang.
Madam, I see a blinding light.
Don't go towards it!
Remember the darkness.
Remember the darkness.
Oh.
Turn around and go to the everlasting void!
It
You can
encapsulates
survive.
me. He turns to dust. This imposter is malicious and pretends to be the original you. That
we can-
reminds me of Freaky. Shoot him, he's the clone. Bang. He would never pass up the opportunity to die. Alright. Alright,
Ten.
well, that's...
I am.
there
All
with
right.
my card.
This
have our cards?
We have
This
our
is-
Or-
cards.
Oh my god.
Do you be a gambling man? I'm
No.
not pulling a card out of this deck. I'll pull death and I'll just get the die. If you remember when I pulled from the deck of many things, the first thing I got was void. Like
Uh-huh.
got like the worst card. It's just like hasn't been the first time this has happened to me. Won't be the last.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
tent time now?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going into the tent.
Do we just sit anywhere? All right.
Preloading.
Oh, so the last one we won't know what it can do until the literal final day.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
I am terrified.
And
Can
description
y'all-
of the void.
Y'all cannot see. Hold on, let me stop.
No.
Yeah, we need our spotlight token. There's our spotlight token.
Oh.
A light shining
Very
in the
first thin
darkness.
strip.
Hold
Yeah, I
on,
was
shit.
gonna-
Fuck, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop placing your tokens. I'll just do it for you.
Okay.
All right.
I was
Oh.
just
Yeah,
like,
I already had it ready to just drop.
I was just
No
like, maybe
balls.
I'll put it in.
Mm.
Hey. Holy cow, let's not be in like the
Oh, there's 2 Renees.
Oh
Wait,
no, he
how did
drew
that
the
happen?
one
I already
card.
pulled the card. Already pulled the moon. Y'all ready
must-
to play a game? Alright.
Everybody ready to play a game?
And hold on, you have the cat with you.
Yes.
What in the hell is
And I
that?
asked like we can just sit wherever on the rafters or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Alright,
You
where
look
do you want
over
it?
and Luke is already sitting in one of the rafters.
I
Right?
choose
That's what they play for these?
yes.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah.
gang. I was gonna say, as soon as you separate, it's like, alright, gang, everybody pick a rafter. We're gonna split everyone as far apart as possible.
Luke is one of those kids. Sits at the very top in the corner.
I'm gonna sit in the splash zone. Only good things can happen here.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sitting over here.
I don't want you one to be alone. Hold on.
I am like somewhat. I'm just. Yeah, I'm not even. I'm not in the splash zone, but.
The
Five is like,
ringleader, which is this one right here, gestures to the audience and says, "Behold, a show of magnificent fates. Could I get a volunteer from the audience without an abate?"
wow, I really don't like this already.
Fake,
Go,
you
Renee,
say.
do it!
Tangela, do
I'll
it.
volunteer.
No.
Ah,
I volunteer.
as tribute.
Yes. He said my trigger word, so therefore I have to be involved.
Welcome, good sir.
Hello.
Now, on with the show. Suddenly, the jesters start doing silly jester things. And, you notice something curious. Can the occultism people make an occultism check real quick?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
occultism.
What does occultism people entail?
The people with an, expert in occultism.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I am not
Alright,
expert.
I am just trained.
Yeah, I'm only
me
trained.
as well. I'm just trained. I did not pick up more of it because I wanted
Master?
Tangela to excel in the field.
I agree.
Alright,
Fuck,
Tangle, that's
40.
that's a pretty decent roll, I hear.
Yeah.
You notice they are drawing a very specific circle, generally used to call something from the void.
Huh?
Oh.
Don't say, huh? You don't know what's going on.
You
This
know,
is out of character.
Wow.
My goodness, madam, this is the greatest moment ever!
I
What
was
do you think
gonna
they're
say,
gonna pull out?
wow, can't believe
Everlasting
Scarlet
darkness?
Shadow.
Eternal night. An endless cascade of darkness shall descend upon this world and cast it into a shadow of unending happiness.
Tangle is not seeing
Dude, what the
anything
hell
wrong
are
with
you
this, but
saying
she's
up
gonna start
there?
chanting with nibbles like void over and over again. Void, 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 void.
Listen, I might be able to see in the dark, but I still appreciate the light when I have it.
Suddenly, after they do a lot of silly gesture maneuvers, uh, they stop and then raise their hands into the air and then bow accordingly. And then suddenly, arising from a deep black shadow in the center, is a very big, not friendly looking creature.
What
Ah,
in the
gross.
world?
My goodness, that's Gogi!
Huh?
Why would
What?
you? How, what?
How?
Oh, do you know him?
Oh, yes! We do brunch!
Hi, Gogi.
Tangela, I think we need to have discussions about who you associate with. And that's saying something considering coming from me.
Hey, I want you to consider the fact that maybe he was having lunch at that moment, and now he's here. Maybe that's why he's pissed off. I'm saying this is one of the gestures gets like destroyed.
What? Okay, what happens after it?
Yeah.
Gogi is summoned.
Gogi starts moving towards Yankir.
Uh-huh.
Uh.
All right. Do we get to roll initiative and I can
That is-
move or
That is the case, yes.
all right.
Here, quick, pledge yourself to the darkness.
I got a voucher. I got somebody who can.
I pull out the flyer. I'm one of y'all. Leave me alone.
You should have pulled out the paper. That would have been more convincing.
Is this an everyone initiative?
Yeah, this is the whole squad gets to roll initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
The
gosh.
pamphlet didn't
No,
work.
my initial turn.
We like gambling. Time stream manipulation.
I am itchy.
Let's
Yes.
go, baby.
I-
We are cooking.
Damn it.
The funniest part is that becomes your
Oh, wait.
initiative anyway.
Well, no, I still have to roll after this. That's just
No, you don't. It's just
Yes.
equal to
Or-
19 plus your initiative modifier.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, so
Yeah.
actually, it would have been better if you just rolled initiative, because then you would
Yeah.
have had one more. Holy cow! I can't do Scouts Warning.
No. Let's see.
I guess I'll do Deception. That's my favorite initiative. Decent.
Nice.
Decent, he says. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's not 45.
The gun cat.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Dang,
Click.
I am.
I like to imagine that your scout's warning is just literally you going, "Holy shit!"
There it is. It's just
Renee!
basically how
Go ahead.
I flavored it 90%
I totally
of the
could have
time.
warned John. I didn't.
I mean, we saw it like get up and get pretty like pissed off. It's just like, yeah, this probably is not gonna go. Is
Gogi hates being interrupted while eating. No one's ever managed to survive him doing that.
wow, that's really
That's
good to
unfortunate.
hear. Okay, so question about mechanics.
Mhm.
Because we love mechanic discussions. We're sitting down. Does that count as being prone?
No.
Awesome.
Oh man, what do you mean I can't use kip up immediately? No, I'm just kidding. Just stand up really fast. Yeah, I stand up. I didn't have my weapons drawn because I was expecting a performance and not a interactive one. So that means that I'd have to take an action to do my everyone's favorite. I draw my dagger, and then I make sure that this is on. I have to actually target token by mouse hovering when pressing T. Okay. There it is. Hey, look. I love auras. Is what's going on here? Is it wall? Is it rampart? Is it difficult terrain?
That is wall, and it is difficult terrain.
Okay. 35. So, hypothetically, 5. Okay, so 5, 15. Does this warrant 20 or
That's 20.
25? Okay, 20. Okay, good. Thank goodness. 20. Believe. Let me check. Yeah, I have 35. 25. 30. 35. You could believe it. I'm very brave. Oh, we started initiative. That's right. I'm not gonna click the card, but I am going to do battle cry. I love doing intimidation. Did did it did it roll the roll?
Yeah.
I cannot see it. Oh,
Oh no, you're getting the thing I got last time.
yeah, I know. It's
Oh, no.
desyncing. Technical difficulties. Tell me, is it frightened?
No,
Oh. What was the roll?
23.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it. That was a poor roll. Hey, look, it's the Starless Shadow. All I see is dark.
Where?
It'll take. Oh, there it is. Now it's loading. See, you just have to make the joke, and it makes it load faster. Anyway, here it is. Here I am. I have one action left. Can you guess what I'm gonna do, everybody? Yep, that's right. If I can find it.
Before you roll it. When you move into reach in between Gogi moves 10 feet.
Ah, man.
Huh. Good job. He's further away from me.
He runs away because he's not frightened? Okay.
Goalkeepers leaves in personal space.
Yeah.
Yogi's
I-
like, oh damn, maybe maybe I need to think for a second. Well, that bastard, how dare he? I guess I'll just have to do that thing that I also do. I throw the dagger.
Ah, I throw the dagger.
Did that make it in time? Does a
That did in fact hit Gogi.
Don't think it crit him, however.
Did not.
Okay, I'm acting before him, which means that I get my sneak attack, which means I get my precise debilitation, which means I do more damage. I love damage. 28.
I'm damage maxing.
Thank
I love
goodness.
damage.
Yes. It's what
In here.
what a thief rogue does.
Okay,
Get out
so
of here.
ain't gotta tell me twice. Actually, how
I'm
tall?
saying that to the enemy. Just go on, get.
Leave. Nobody wants
Though
to
I too will leave. I don't want to be over here. But
No,
what do
wait,
I
I'm not a
want to?
tank.
Okay, I'll stick around for a little bit.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just making the joke.
Um,
Do what you will. Do what you will. Gogi probably got a 60-foot breath weapon.
you right?
It
Why
deals
would you do
psychic
that?
damage, so somehow. And inflicts the stupefied condition.
Oh, I love that one specific dragon from 5e.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the stupefied thing, but I do remember a psychic breath. was probably one of the gemstone dragons because they're special boys.
So many options to decide. Okay, I think what I'm going to do.
Draw a card from the deck.
Do not tempt me. I was just about to make that joke.
I was gonna say maximum fucking weeball. Immediately chooses death. Well, there goes there goes the pacing, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh gosh. We'll save that one for later. All right, so what I'm going to do is do a little bit of actually, you know what? Forget this. Let me read the text because this might be really funny. Yada yada yada. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So first things first, going to hit it with guide the timeline. So
Nice.
Gogi needs to make a will save. See if it actually gets affected.
Fails.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So now target, and then we get to use that spell that I took a while ago in expectation of such a moment. Banishment.
I believe it just automatically fails, right?
It should make
It has
a
disadvantage.
yeah, and it has disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, or a attack roll or a skill check does that's a save, correct?
Oh, actually, yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would get to make this normally. Oh
It's
well,
okay. It'll have it's the attack that matters. The
yeah,
disadvantage on the attack.
exactly.
So he'll make a will save, and it'd be really funny if he crit failed.
Right.
Okay.
I
Be gone
believe
for the next week.
natural one. It would be so funny. No, you're not. No.
Dang it.
Wow.
Well, that's it for my
It
turn.
succeeded.
Don't worry. I will cast it twice next turn.
Huh? Why did it?
Well, actually, just once. I can't discount a 5th rank spell.
Something's wrong.
Hmm?
You could triple action it to give it -2.
There is absolutely no reason this thing should have passed.
What
Good.
Unless it
is the
has
Huh?
like
I am
unless it has like a
reading
level
it.
thing or I don't know.
It
is
just
the does the stat block not applying correctly, or
the stat block is either just strictly wrong, or there's I'm not misreading this. It doesn't upgrade
Hovering
its it
well,
doesn't
hovering
upgrade
over
its
the
things.
hovering over the success says incapacitation. I don't know if that like is an effect on someone that
The
would
ability of this trait
cause.
can take a character completely to the fight or even kill them, and it's harder to use on a more powerful character. If a spell doesn't cast the incapacitation trait, any creature of more than twice the spell's rank treats the result of their check to prevent being incapacitated by their spell as 1 degree of success or better. The result of any check the spellcaster made to incapacitate them is 1 degree of success worse. If any other effect has the incapacitation trait, a creature of higher level than the item creature has regenerated, the effect gains the same benefits.
it's because it's a level 5 spell. This is a level 11 creature, which means that
I
because
see.
it's
Okay.
twice over the level, it gets to upgrade its
I see.
chance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that makes sense then. Okay. I was just
Okay.
really, really confused why that was happening.
Okay. Okay.
Which is a little upsetting.
Okay. We
Oh,
shall
great, it's its
decide.
turn already.
Gogi speaks in Shadow Tongue.
I don't know that.
In Shadow Tongue.
Mhm.
Interesting. What does Gogi say?
Does anyone else know Shadow Tongue?
No.
I don't.
I know weird demon language because I drank some blood.
Oh,
He
actually,
knows
Delta
that
number
language.
does.
Okay. Nibbles, you keep around you such foul company. How did he attack me as I was going to greet this young stranger?
What did he say?
What did he say?
Wait, he isn't violent?
Nibbles,
Literally yells
I think
that
you owe
from
us
the.
explanation.
What? What do you
No.
mean? It's not violent. He was doing a whole bunch of.
Well, he
Wiggling.
I
just
think y'all judged him by his looks a little too early.
he just asked Nibbles why Yangir attacked him when he was just approaching to greet him.
I didn't
That's
attack him.
all
I
I
tried
heard.
to send him back home. That was that guy.
So
Point.
to the red.
What am I,
Um,
chopped liver?
I'll yell, or I don't know if I can. It's not my turn.
Speaking
It's a
in
free action,
Is
probably,
speaking
maybe.
Yapping a little bit is fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna like yap back. I'll just be like,
You
sorry,
know,
we don't really know better.
we're a little stupid, you see.
But I'm imagining Shadow Tongue being like an eldritch, like sounding language. You just.
I imagine it's like parcel tongue sort of thing, where it's like hissing whispers sort of deal.
Like, yeah.
Do y'all intentionally end initiative?
Yes.
Yes.
If he's
I'll-
Yeah.
not
yeah.
I
intentionally
didn't hear no bell.
or
Yeah, I
right.
end initiative.
Yeah, I'll sit back down.
All of us.
How
I'm not gonna stack
all of us.
Nibbles brunch buddy.
You see all of us stand up ready for comment, and then it's like after he says that, we're all just like, oh, and then sit back down.
Look, in my defense, his art seems to be depicting him like eating a filleted human or something. So
That's just meat, dog.
He was having brunch.
He was hungry, man. Like
You're gonna deny a man his lunch break, dude? He only got
Depending-
30 minutes, and he's spending them here.
Look, not all void creatures get to be adorable, okay?
Goki, it's been so long. Are we still on for Darth Digger?
Wait, what did you say?
hey,
Sorry.
They start yapping back and forth in Shadow Tongue about brunch plans.
I hear
Uh-huh.
nothing of this. I apologize to the ringleader for freaking interrupting.
Yeah, I would do like a little bow, be like, sorry.
Sorry. It's we hold on. I'm gonna go get the program. Where's the guy who has the program?
I don't think we got one.
I don't think we got any. I don't think we saw the guy. Oh, he's on the other side of the tent. Oh, they should really have two of them.
It's quite simple, everyone. Shadow Tongue is the most beautiful and wholesome language ever, and those who speak it are just kindred spirits.
Hmm.
It says as we listen
Mm.
to Shadow Tongue sounding like eldritch nonsense. And like it sounds absolutely not beautiful at all, but to them it's like completely normal.
That depends on how it's flavored. It could sound like very ethereal. Because it is Shadow Tongue that gives them
Sir Lucian, I was unaware you had such a gift. How did you acquire it?
It's like Torbeck.
I just know stuff, dog.
I'm gonna be real with you, Nibbles.
Woke up
I
like
don't know
this.
why I know any of the languages I know.
It just must be destiny.
Like the only language I know that I can 100% guarantee the reason I know it is I know how to speak Isokai, and that's because of Renee over there.
He osmosised it into his freaking vernacular.
Yeah. But like everything else, like I can speak Goblin. I don't know why I can speak Goblin.
Injected directly
You
into
just
his brain
can't.
dome.
Ah, wild. I
You
picked it up while we were at the university.
Like,
I just know little people languages.
do you know how weird it is to have thoughts in demonic and not know you knew demonic?
I mean,
Hey
Nibbles,
man,
he seems
join the
normal.
club. I didn't know that
Recruit
the
him.
freaking blood would do that.
Are you sure you're just
Gogi
not a
gives a
demon?
nice wave to Nibbles and then kind of like stares at Yang
I'm not
here
gonna.
and
I'm not
Renee.
gonna. I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
wave
fake
at
it.
him.
And then a large shadow appears around his figure, and then he descends back into it.
Wait, did
Haha,
he
my
give me, like,
banishment worked.
Did he give me a look? What did he do?
Yeah, he
Glance
gave you a
of
look. Both of
banishment.
us a look.
Like a freaking, like a freaking. If looks could kill sort of look.
But Luke can kill.
Yeah,
I
with your
got that
eyes.
reference. Now I feel kind of
Mr.
bad.
Fuji. No, no.
Oh, I should probably.
Well, I suppose that show was something of a bust. But
Sorry.
we'll call it there, if we must.
You could just let me know that, hey, he's friendly. I shall return to my seat now.
I like to imagine the entire time this was happening, like everyone, no one saw this except for the camera. Like Delta Number was like slowly pulling out the rocket launcher from her like bag of.
Camera's face.
I
Hilarious.
was, in fact, looking over her sheet.
Like flavor wise, like we're all just like, oh fuck, like Renee, Renee and Yang are about to get nommed, and then the camera looks over, and you just see Delta
A very
Number
large
with like
instrument being pulled out
with
of a.
like her purse, like that her satchel hanging on her shoulder, just like slowly pulling out a comically sized AT-4 rocket launcher.
And then she also knows Shadow Tongue, so therefore, whenever he said that, hey, I'm just existing here, what's going on? Then she
Hey, I'm
slowly starts
alone.
putting it back in.
Exactly.
She's like, oh, and nods and puts it back.
Yes, exactly that. Great show and great movie.
Woo!
Oh gosh.
What's up? How's life? He seems nice.
We'll go back to the regular show now.
What's the next? Was there actually someone? Oh, wait, that was it. Oh,
Oh, that was the show.
Yeah, that
I
was the
thought that
show.
there was. I thought that there was going to be more, the more
Yeah,
acts.
no offense to the fine people of this carnival, but when you've fought literal demons and dragons and seen all sorts of horrors, something like that doesn't really impress.
I think were awful, quick on judgment. It clearly came out of a void. Voids are safe.
That
Slimy goes up to you and yaps in Slimy.
To me,
Yes.
I was gonna say it's just not like I don't
what
know
is
what's being
what
said.
language is slimy?
Slimy has no language. He just yaps in Slimy.
Amazing.
We will never know the enigmas that
I'm
lie
just
within.
Nibbles just nods a bunch.
I'm just imagining it's like y'all know the sound whenever that people can make when they grab their cheeks and just like like shake it really fast, and it's just
Uh,
Oh yeah, like
I,
jowl
I, I
tap.
imagine it like how
Yeah.
all of the Pokemon only saying their name, that somehow is just a pull on language to the other Pokemon, and they're just like, yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Thank goodness Meowth was able
Is
to
it
actually.
is it on me, or is it just like at my where is it? now?
It's at your
Pink
feet.
thing.
Yeah, it's looking
Oh.
up at you and it's saying a lot.
Can I scoop it? Like I know last time we tried
Yes.
talk. Okay, I scoop it up.
No, don't form a bond with him.
He takes
Punch, 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 Slimy.
He takes the scoop action. 5, it's a manipulate.
Too bad 5 isn't within 5 feet. He can't do reactive strike.
Oh my gosh! I'm like your aunt. And then Sarah starts spinning 5 in a large arc, like and about to launch him into the sun.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, hold on.
Walks
Yeah.
over.
Beat
Can
that
we
arms too.
not?
Wait a minute.
You want
That
to
wasn't
say-
how.
You
wasn't
want things
his
having
name.
like a panic on her. Like, she has like panic on her face, trying to get her to put him down.
Sarah looks puzzled, like, huh? Like, wait, what?
Can you put my brother down, please?
Wait, hold on a moment.
Oh my god, I totally forgot! I'm like your aunt too!
Oh
Oh, no.
She
lord.
goes and
Oh,
grabs
God, no.
you.
Now it's your turn. She's approaching you. You can react to straight.
It's the it's the I have his grandma is about to pinch your cheeks kind of thing is about to happen here.
Except infinitely more scary because this
Yeah.
is an elderly woman.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, no, no!
It does it anyway.
No,
But
that one
she's
gets
like-
motion sick.
She like
Oh,
picks people up.
that's pretty serious stuff. Oh, my bad. Does this one also get motion sick?
No, that one's fine.
Oh, okay. And then she grabs 5 and starts spinning him around, and then is getting ready to yeet him into the sun.
Oh, stop! I grab onto her as best I can to get her to stop. Hopefully, I just go with her.
I was gonna say, I'm just like, I'm not sure if you can
Everybody's
stop.
spinning.
You try to grab her shoulders to stop her, and you just get caught in the momentum.
Oh no.
And then all of a sudden, it's like I couldn't hold on long enough, and I ended up letting go. And you just see me flying off into the distance.
Wait, no, stop that. I'd like to check my stamp.
Hmm?
Is my stamp still there?
Mhm.
No,
It is.
that's. Wait, we weren't
Yeah,
able to touch. We weren't able to interact with them before, but now we can. What
Something happened.
happened?
That's a good question.
The stamps are a curious thing. They bind you here.
So it's the stamps that are allowing us to see the past.
Oh, I suppose that's a way to word it. The stamps have a special property. They bind one's soul and make a copy of it that stays in the carnival forever.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
That's kind of fun.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
even if we leave, there's still a copy of us here.
Precisely.
And if we get rid of the stamp,
Why would you do that?
Hypothetically, if we were to get rid of the stamp, would our soul not be here?
I suppose so.
Friends, I said a copy of the soul, not the full soul.
What if we're the copy of the soul, and then our and the supposed real self leaves, and we're stuck here?
I mean,
Slimy
that's
yaps and
literally.
slimy, very clearly.
climb.
We're playing Pathfinder with a ghost, everyone.
A ghost?
You don't have a ghost
Yeah.
touch weapon. This is going to be climbing up, trying to ice skate uphill.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to freaking lean over to the person in charge of the creature. It's like, do you know what they're saying?
Oh, of course I do. Yeah.
Would you like to illuminate us as to the complex thoughts being communicated here? It seems
Not
very...
particularly, no.
All right.
Slime,
Well...
it's just punt slimy. That's all they're good for. Punting.
Oh.
Well, damn.
And eating the
okay.
last cookie.
That's why. There it is. There's the reason why.
The truth come out.
There's the truth.
Right. Well.
Angela, did you want more cookies?
Yes.
She pulls out a cookie and hands it to you, but it's missed.
Aww.
Oh,
I think I can smell them at least.
So is it the type of thing where like Tangela can feel the cookie, but as soon as like
yeah, as
the
soon as
hand
it leaves,
it
yeah.
freaking dissipates.
And then Tangela's like, no.
What if you stamp the cookie?
What? I don't think the cookie has a soul.
If you
mean,
bake
I
it with
really
enough
hope
love,
that it
it
doesn't.
does.
That would be a very dire.
That would be
you
very
have to-
weird. But
You have
Cookie
to think
leshy.
about it. The ingredients used
Cookie
to make
leshy?
cookies come from living beings.
Perhaps the same could be said of all food.
If we
So,
sacrifice another leshy and make a cookie.
I
Oh my gosh. Make a cookie out of leshies.
pumpkin leshy.
I feel like that
With
would
the
be
pumpkin
somehow
cookies.
like a very highly illegal thing that's
I
still
agree.
done in certain circles.
What do you think
Uh-huh.
those mountain colts are doing?
That-
Eating people, cooking leshies.
You know what? You make a good
Oh
point.
my gosh, oh my gosh, they're just like a giant. It actually makes sense that they're going to use a very large pot. You're going to have to be careful around there, Tangle.
I like how this
I'm like,
conversation just evolved
I'm like
into that.
stroking my chin, and it's just like the realization is just like, oh no, she go in pot too.
Tango is trauma triggered.
Suddenly, the jester, the ringleader jester, claps his hand, and suddenly all of your mist besties start fading away.
All right, well, it was nice to meet you,
Oh,
everyone. I'd like to. No, I'm not. I'm not shaking anybody's hand.
Exius starts maniacally laughing. I get it. Yes, I see it. I know how I did it. By the gods, I'm a genius.
Tell us, you fool!
Oh, son of a fud.
Well, he had his revelation. That's
What
You
grand
die,
timing.
motherfucker.
he doesn't die there. He
I'm
doesn't
sure
die
I
there.
did. And then.
Sarah hit him.
sure,
As
you'll
she's
get.
like
No, no,
fading
stop.
away, I tell Sarah to hit him.
It's
She
on
drops
site, Slimy.
juices before she reads.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like she'd go like, "Oh, okay," and then she would run in, and then she'd just turn into streaks of mist, like going towards his general direction. Well, I suppose that we're done here. Am I correct in that assumption? I asked the
I
I
hope
asked
so.
the man. I don't
Ringleader.
target him though. I need to switch to the movement.
You may leave whenever you like.
I'm starting to think there were never any apples.
Does time move differently here?
I checked my
Why
time.
don't you leave and find out?
Oh man.
All right, let's go now. I don't want.
Wait, I gotta poke the weird turtle first.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, for Pete's
Oh,
sake.
actually, you know what? I can still find out if there is in fact a time dilation. But I haven't rested yet. We need to take a nap inside this tent so I can get my new spells. I got the
Whoa,
perfect
how
spell for
long that would
this.
take?
8 hours. I told you.
8 hours here could be freaking 5 weeks outside.
I'm
It
willing
could
to
be
take that
that
chance.
weird of a time dilation.
God.
Just leave me in here for 8 hours. I'll be back.
in an,
They have a
in an
10-foot
hour,
pole.
8 hour resting period, and we never saw Shangir again.
I would like to remind you, Mr. Time Cat, that we are on a time crunch.
Yeah, I manipulate time. I'm be fine. That's why I said leave without me. I'll catch
So you can just freely move. Okay, whatever, sure.
He shouldn't have that yet. Did I show up later than later?
I'm going to lean towards her and be like I'm bluffing. Don't worry about it.
Come on, Shangir, let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, okay.
Come on, 5, let's
I'm
go.
gonna go make my own apples.
Luke like just gives up. Everything that's happened today has just led to him just throwing his hands in the air in exasperation,
Walk
just
out.
fucking storming off.
Oh,
It's
God.
okay, Luke. Nothing here would have changed, no matter what we did. I have a feeling.
All right,
And
before
have a
I do
feeling that
leave, I will take
Mhm.
note of what time it is and see if it at least matches up with what I get on the outside.
It's really
Do the
bright.
2 match. Yeah, it's because of me.
Yes, they do. The
Okay,
amount of
good.
time you spent in there is about accurate to the time you would have spent. It is
Good.
now getting a bit later in the day.
Oh man.
No. Wait, hold on. No, it is not. My bad. It's like a midday.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just like pulls up the the giant clock interface and
No,
Is
no.
that
It
enough
is.
time to make it back?
Yes, you have plenty of time to make it back.
To the harbor.
as we're going, Luke just like dejectedly says like, I have a very distinct feeling that meeting them is what causes everything that's happening.
Should have
No,
kept your mouth shut.
well,
was a
that.
copy.
But yeah, it was a copy. So, assuming that they never came back to somehow absorb the experiences,
I don't believe they
which
could, where we were only allowed to go in there once.
But
exactly, and then
if it's
also it's synchronous, so
well, then how
they
do
would
we
have had to
remember what happened in there?
because we just left.
We just experienced it.
Yeah,
How do
We
they would not.
experienced
We experienced the
we
copy.
exactly. We experienced the shadows of the past.
Yeah.
We have no idea what our shades will interact with in the future.
In 500 years, when another group of heroes has to save the world, they get to meet
We're
us.
supposed to stop this permanently.
Don't worry.
Then I
There will be
shake,
more crises.
The
I
next
smile.
calamity that
I
happens.
shake Tank.
Chaos.
No.
The next catastrophe in 500 years, that rock has finally gotten big enough to prove an issue.
Oh my gosh. You
Tangle
did
popped up.
this?
They have to launch it. And so the big quest is trying to find a material for the freaking catapult arm to launch it into space.
I'm not sure why that light's there. I actually just have no idea. No, honestly.
Oh, like.
The light that was on the previous map that was around the.
Oh, that was because of
Okay.
me. Because I had light.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Because of my scarf.
Okay.
Yeah, I just never turned it off.
Y'all are able to get a vessel to take you across the water in a reasonable amount of time.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yay, boat.
We play rock, paper, scissors with the guy, and every single one of us manages to win.
As you
Nice.
arrive across the water, a young boy who is a human is shouting out, "Paper! Today's paper! Read all about it!" Five,
I'll take one.
Five is like, "Yes, I could do that because I know how to read." 5 copper, lady.
Sure. I got it. You said 5 copper?
Yes. Tangela, you look at today's paper, and this is today's paper. Do you want to read it yourself first, or do you want to have everyone read it at the same time?
I was gonna make 5 read it.
Oh, you're gonna make 5 read it? Okay.
Here you go, 5.
Oh, yeah, I can very clearly read this. Sp,
Did what? The first word.
Spudsy.
Oh, I better take that. Hold on.
Tangle is freaking expression just drops instantly. Oh no.
Here
I'm
is
probably gonna tell them
today's
anyways.
paper, everyone. I imagine you all gather around to read it.
Wait, what the hell's going on? What did he do?
This is today's paper.
Please tell me it's an
Bruh.
actual paper.
Excuse me?
Oh, goodness. When you actually
Was
open
that
this up.
submitted by Spudsy himself? That definitely.
I will. I'll read it out to the audience because yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First squirrel.
Spudsy's wife kills Black Dragon. A Tydargar night on the 12th, 499 post Dust Calamity. Gazette number 37. Farmland saved! Reports have been flooding in all across the farmland about the bravery and beauty of Spudsy's wife. According to multiple eyewitness accounts, slew the horrifying adult black dragon, Betsy. The world-renowned and respected entrepreneur Spudsy isn't just a hero, so is his wife. With her squirrel in tow and no one else by her side, Tangela, who is Spudsy's wife, used her occult powers to save not just the residents of the farmland, but today's elder celebration as well. I did it for the community in this great city, Tangela, Spudsy's wife, was interviewed earlier today and gave her account to Gemstone Press. I wasn't scared. I knew that my husband, who I love very much, would believe in me, said Tangela, and we all believe in her. So this elder celebration, raise a glass to our Leshy savior. Remember that Spudsy's wife is the reason we get to celebrate.
Oh my lord.
Well, I guess
On
the
an-
rest of us are chopped liver in this case.
So on an unrelated note, who wants roast potatoes for dinner?
I mean, at least he didn't
With
take the
butter.
credit.
I was going to say he's growing as a person. Let
Yeah.
Tangela have all the credit as opposed to himself.
But he still took the credit.
You see, Tangela, baby steps. He's working on it. Eventually,
a single baby step he took, indeed.
yes. But that's a lot more than he's ever taken before. So,
on the one hand, I want to bury him. On the other, I want to shove this newspaper in those humans' faces. Let's go find those humans.
Yes, that
Gemstone
is
Press.
That is what that read. Yeah.
Good job, Five.
Yes.
yeah, let's go to the Gemstone Press and ask them about. Hey,
Yeah, I didn't get that interview. Hold on.
Somebody bore a false witness.
So, Gemstone Press is located in El Nero's archive.
That makes sense.
Is that where
that's
where the lawyer guy was, right?
Yep.
We need to rest for the day first before we headed that far.
Do you want to rest for the day before you head out that far?
Where we at?
It's like a nice 6 p.m. right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead
We
and
can make it.
rest. Well, we certainly could.
Yeah, it depends. It's just like, how confident do you feel? I don't have resources I use up, so.
Oh, okay. Then we can rest if people need to rest. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just like, how many spell slots have you expended, casters?
Yes.
None.
Everything.
None.
But I would like my new ones.
Yes. I need the new one.
Okay. Y'all go to Sunset Plaza then in Nappy. Honk shoe, honk me 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 me. Click the button.
Boy, I love pressing the button.
Where's that button? Oh, I guess I could just did it from here. Hi.
More about pressing the button than it is really what it gives. Hey, my brothers are back.
Hold on, I forgot something. There you go. She's kind of just following you around.
Yes. Speaking of which, I think she does not have any ammunition.
Let me fix that real quick.
She pulls out the rocket launcher and she just throws it at the thing.
I mean, that wouldn't be too far from what I've seen other people do.
Where does Delta number sleep? Does she try to accommodate my room, or does she get her own?
She tries to accommodate your room.
As a special favor, I will allow her.
Okay, there you go. Good morning, everyone. It is the day after the Elder Celebration. The Elder Celebration was rather a, festive event. It's celebrating, our elders.
Oh, happy Elder Celebration, Yangir.
Yes, thank you. I immediately advance my curse to its maximum. I pull out a cane because I can do that now.
Miss Yuan, do you qualify as an elder in your culture?
Not really.
Oh, okay. I'll just save this for next year then.
I still wouldn't qualify as an elder even next year.
Oh, okay.
He'll keep it longer then.
I'll just hold on to it. No worries.
Take the free gift.
I mean, for in my race, considered an elder.
Okay. Got
She definitely is compared to you, though.
Well, most of us are.
What happened?
That's actually a good point. I think we're all older than 5.
Older than you, too.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
weren't
know
the
how
last
old I
one.
am. Somebody put what up here.
Can I,
mean,
like, make a
I'm-
check to,
I-
like, guess how how old Renee is?
it'd be society, yeah.
Health
Ooh,
check to see if I can figure
society.
out how old he is.
The DC 50 Society check.
Do it, little.
You can assume that knowing how long rat folk hit at what age rat folk hit maturity at, and what age they start looking really old at, you can assume that Renee is somewhere in between his 20s and 30s. Late 20s, early 30s.
Wow. Just like most people in the party. That's crazy.
I walk over to him. I put a hand on his shoulder. And I just kind of give him a look, and I'm like, "Buddy, you're old."
I freaking, I, I freaking reach into my backpack and I take him. No, I'm not doing that. I pull out the steel mirror that I don't have and look at my face and I see the
You've got
gray
prescient
hair.
planner.
Renee, sneeze on him.
I do, but I don't want to spend money on that.
I mean,
I
I'm
look at
wi-
I look at myself in the freaking convenient mirror nearby. That would explain the gray around my face.
I mean,
I
I'm
just, like-
approximately I'm well over 250 years old.
Oh, happy Elders Day.
I just, like,
I am not
happy-
old.
just pat him on the shoulder.
Wait, what happens during Elder's Day? Wait a minute, where's my gift?
Oh no,
Where's
elder.
my gift?
It's already ended. You missed your
Oh, yeah, they
chance.
get the early bird special at All Day.
All day.
Oh boy, wait, no. That was yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
no.
Wait, so like,
You missed a free Grand Slam at Danny's.
Just look at there's all of this freaking, all of these fantasy built places. And there's just like a Denny's at one side of the
No,
place.
it's
And
Danny's.
yeah. Then we look
That's what
over,
we
and then
do
there's a
for
freaking, there's a Waffle House
Wiffle.
with an E,
A
Waffle.
Waffle
Waffle.
House.
On the other side of the street. It's like, wow, we definitely we should only go there if we want to fight.
And McMallards.
Oh
God.
gosh.
Alright,
Trace-
everyone, it is the 13th of Niden. There is
Nope.
no active holiday today. There, in exactly 1 week, is the auction.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
7 days until the auction.
Let's go interrogate a reporter.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
we could.
Like, as much as I love being flattered, we don't do false reports.
We also need to go and see where Spudsy is and why he's
Wait,
such
what was false about that report? I read it but forgot it.
It didn't even mention you, Five, just like Aunt Gertrude's will.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Why did you remind him of that?
It doesn't matter. It was a trap.
She doesn't even exist.
Not real.
Real or not, he was still left out.
Put my hand on Five's shoulder. Five, if Aunt Gertrude was real, she definitely would have remembered you, along with your other siblings. Except for 3, he's a bastard. He would be left $1 so that they wouldn't be able to dispute that she forgot.
Indubitably.
And dollars don't even
All right,
exist.
time to turn the page on that calendar,
Exactly.
buddy.
No, dollars are this setting's equivalent of like.
I can read this word, but what does
you think it says?
what do you think it says, Renee? And then he shows you the paper.
What were we going over? The fact that It says here that only Tangela was the one who's ended up slaying Betsy. That conveniently leaves out the rest of us, who also participated in the battle. Also, for some reason, it seems like they really, really need to accentuate the fact that Tangela was Spudsy's wife.
All right, Renee. This is today's word on the word calendar.
This is Don Cheadle. The day.
Fantastic.
Oh wow.
I can read it, but what did you think it says, Renee?
I,
That's what he gave. That okay? That's the current. That's okay.
the word of the day.
Oh, that. Yeah, we can talk about that word later. I don't think we're ready to discuss what this word means.
Oh, okay, got it. All right. Yeah. Indubitably.
Maybe we can switch it to Mars word. No, I'm just kidding.
Do y'all move to Elnera's archive to go talk with some journalists?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right to the Gemstone Press.
I'll have Tangela interrogate them.
It's another
You
Tangle moment.
arrive to the Gemstone Press, and you hear the sounds of whirling printing presses. You know, the goblins, I'm sure one of them accidentally invented something useful,
Oh my god.
Wow.
Is there like a front
It's
desk?
one of those. It's one of those things where it's the opposite of like how the Slinky was invented, where it's just like you're trying to come up with cool stuff, and instead of making toys, you actually make something that's beneficial to everyone.
Oh yeah, because the Slinky was supposed to genuinely be a useful spring, right?
It was like he was trying to study like springs for the war effort and everything, and then he ended up getting the Slinky because of just it was just a byproduct.
Mhm.
Here's your history lesson.
Neat.
You arrive to the Gemstone Press, and there is a receptionist at the front desk. She says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
All right, guys, I got this. Don't worry about it. Yes, I have a new breaking story about Spudsy's wife. I'd like to speak to the journalist that broke the story yesterday. So keep that rolling.
Wow, Spudsy is one of the main sponsors of Gemstone Press. Yes, you can speak to him right away.
Gladly, thank you.
You were escorted to someone's office, and it's a reporter, and he looks like he's slacking off a little bit.
I I have a question. Is this a Tangela scene, or are we all allowed
This
to
is a
go?
Tangela scene.
Okay, clarification complete.
Yes,
Is he sitting at a desk and whatnot?
he's sitting at a desk. Yes.
Okay,
Also
I'm just gonna
ruling
grab
the
like a
area.
stool or a chair nearby so I can drag it and stand on it right in front of the desk so I'm at his
Mhm.
eye level. Very loudly.
My receptionist told me you got me a story about Spudsy's wife. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah. I'd love to tell you about it. I'd like to know how you did your story yesterday though. I'm so intrigued. What elegant, amazing writing. Please tell me all about it.
Ah, I see you're a fan of my work. Okay, so
Oh
it's
yeah.
simple. We heard rumors about some dragon that got killed. Then I just fluffed up the details to make it sound more exciting, and then we shipped it to the press.
Oh, so I heard an admission of defamation and lies.
What?
Take a closer look at who you're talking to, buddy.
He finally looks up from looking at his desk and looks at you and he's like, "Who?"
Yeah, who? How many leshies do you know? How many ginger leshies do you know?
I don't know any ginger leshies.
I'm Tangela.
Who?
The one from the article. This
This
is
a
Spudsy's
conundrum.
wife.
You're not in there. You're not in there.
I like to imagine
Oh,
we're in the waiting room.
We can
yeah.
hear her.
You can just
And
hear
we're just
loudly Tangela agony screams.
like we're
Oh
just
gosh.
Correct
elevator
in the
music
office.
playing. We're all sitting at the table, like Luke's reading a book, and just
Oh
I'm gonna
gosh.
aim the baseball at the bookshelf behind him,
Mhm.
assuming there is one. It's a journalist office. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You're reading one of the freaking
Oh.
Leshy psychology books that I took along with me. I'm reading
You destroy it pretty thoroughly, and Nibbles is like, how dare you? The integrity of the paper, the press.
Listen
What are you?
here, buddy. I hear any more false stories about me being Spudsy's wife, and then you leaving out my entire team on a team effort fighting a dragon. That bookshelf's gonna be your ass. Now I want compensation.
Who the hell are you?
This is not going to be good. We can hear Tanglus screaming from from where we're at in the lobby.
The receptionist, you can see discreetly move her hand under the desk. Everyone.
Should we
I'm sorry.
intervene, or
What happens?
They're still
the
at the receptionist
receptionist
office, right?
like discreetly moved their hand under the desk, so very
She's
very
gonna
heavily
press the
implied.
security button.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that she's
basically.
pressing the security button.
I'm going to
Should we
cast
step in?
message.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a hero. You gotta channel your inner Hazel.
Be a hero. That's wild.
Actually,
I'm
did that to a guard one time. He just came up to him, just out of pocket. Don't be a hero. While we all passed by. It's just not like, brother. I was
Oh,
playing
that's
a
good.
lawful good character too. It's just like, wait, no, I might be getting things mixed up. That was definitely Joy. Joy would be.
Are y'all gonna do
Um,
something with the receptionist? Because I got more for the
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
I'm waiting for
uh
the message to resolve.
yes,
Yeah, the
I'm going
message
to
is resolving.
yeah, as she starts reaching underneath the desk, I'm gonna send a message to her mind and say, stop. Do not do what it is that you are about to do. Do not pay attention to the yelling.
Do not pay attention to me yelling.
Spudsy's wife is working. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Cool. I'm using disturbing knowledge on the guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure everything's going fine in there.
Alright, attempt an occultism check.
As I flip my page on freaking Leshy Marriage Counseling, a comprehensive guide.
Wow.
I think you clicked on both yourself and Nibbles. Just delete both in Rubo.
One of those was a natural one.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter.
I have 2 points. I could reroll if I wanted to. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Much better.
See what being honest does? Yeah. Okay. Alright. The reporter, as you yell the utterance of horrific prophecies, 1,000 years of darkness descending upon him as he gets trapped in the cube dimension. Suddenly he gets really disturbed and like runs out of his office and like runs into the street.
Wait, no, hold on.
Pete,
The end of the
while
world
you're
is
at it.
the end of the world is approaching. The darkness is becoming us.
Oh no.
sounds like it
I
went
will,
well in there.
Yeah.
I have my job is done here. I'm just gonna turn to receptionist. Is Spudsy in today?
Oh, Spudsy doesn't work here. He's a sponsor here.
Well, if he ever does get in contact with the paper anytime soon, let him know Tangle is going to kick his ass.
Who?
I walk
Oh,
over.
no.
I just ask Tangela, "Would you like to be in the papoose?"
Hold me.
Aw.
I pick her up.
Wait,
Poor
what's going
Tangela.
on? My brother.
Tangela is having her own breakdown right now.
They don't know who I am. They only call me Spudsy's wife.
Aw. I pat Tangela on the head.
Well, I think you can rest assured knowing that that man we'll no longer call you that. They'll probably call you the bringer of death and destruction from here on out.
The herald of
Yeah.
the end.
Wait, I
The
got
root of all
immersed in this.
evil.
I got immersed in this book for
Get a hero
5
point, David.
seconds. And I hear root of all evil.
David now has 1 hero point.
Nice. Time to end session. No, I'm kidding.
That
Guys.
joke was so gay it qualifies for Pride Month.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Do y'all then step out of the press?
yeah.
Okay.
What did you do to the man?
I told him of our Lord and Savior.
That, how'd that go for him?
Oh, I think he believes.
Are you sure? I could evangelize.
Well, he's very susceptible to your own deity now. So if you need a target, there you go.
Dang.
I'm going to go check if he's okay.
He's kind of just running up and down the street, shouting vague sounding heralds of the end, and eventually, just runs into an alleyway.
Yeah, I will also
I-
step out with Renee.
All right, I'll be
Now you-
right back as I go into the alleyway.
So while Renee's walking over, a group of guards wearing royal look dressed attire and are carrying gilded spears approach the rest of you.
Wow.
Man, can't believe we're being jumped by or
by armed guards. We're being jumped by armed guards. Damn it!
they're royal guards. So
We're being jumped by guards.
let's go.
They should only be
Hail.
here to talk.
We have heard many accounts that you, Spudsy's wife, slayed a dragon. Our lord, John Mabalkuth, would personally like to thank you.
Does it come with a medal? As I'm still sad.
And like
I'm-
I'm holding her.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I don't know the details though. We were told to
That sounds
escort you there.
nice. Okay. I have to be held the whole way though.
He's trying to not laugh as he sees this.
I take it these are your companions.
Yes, this is my party.
What's going on? I come back.
There was a typo in the paper. It was actually a group.
Oh, a group of dragons. That's even more impressive.
No, it was a group.
No.
We ended up
Effort.
helping Tangela. She played the most important part, but we were there to support her.
Who's Tangela?
Budsy's
I-
wife, Tangela. I put my hand.
Oh, okay. All right.
Put my hand
Oh my
on
gosh.
being.
Wait, do you
Cat.
think her whole name is Tangela Spudsy's wife?
I don't know how. I don't know how surnames work when it comes to Leshies. That wasn't covered in the book.
Why is Spudsy so well known in this area of the world?
He's an entrepreneur. He did have money. He probably just has it all tied up in investments.
Then why does he freak out every time he sees what's his face?
Because he's better than him in every way?
Yeah, I guess this is
Because
pretty cool.
there's always a bigger fish.
You were then
Spudsy might
escorted
have riches.
before the lord of the land. It's a impressive castle. It looks like it's been rebuilt, clearly from the riots that occurred and after.
Yeah.
Yeah. You approach as you're personally being invited to the lord of the land. Hail! I hear that you slayed a black dragon. You have protected my people's lands and their assets, and for that I would like to repay you for it.
Oh, that's awful nice.
Bring Spudsy's wife the gold.
Alright, everybody, get out your lap counter. Take another one.
Breathe, breathe. There's gold involved. Breathe.
I just no pun intended, but yes, of course, pun intended, gingerly pat her on the on her
Ah, yes,
Don't
the
make me
ginger
bring up
method.
the soundboard.
You are brought 3 heaping bags of gold pieces. They amount to this number.
Ow, my
Oh.
nose. I'm gonna sneeze. I
This
can
is
feel
quite the
it. Oh,
generous
that's a
bounty for the
handful.
slaying of poor Betsy.
I hope that this is an adequate thanks for protecting my kingdom and its peoples.
Yes.
Okay, gang, over under that we can haggle for more reward money.
I mean, I have
I was gonna
really
say,
good
Luke, this is your chance
diplomacy.
to use your diplomacy.
Yes.
Since you didn't use it before because we jumped the guy that turned into Chop Chop Man.
Hold on. I have shameless request.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's even
I
better.
could I could help with
that
this.
literally cannot reduce their opinion of you.
Nice.
So
Oh,
if she uses shameless request, can I assist her and also roll diplomacy to give her a bonus?
Yeah, you can help her, but she's making the check, and because she's using shameless request, this cannot lower the opinion of her.
Mhm.
Good.
okay. What's the check for?
Diplomacy.
See,
Okay.
where's okay? It's at least
Dragon
trained.
was really
Roll the
big.
help first.
Okay, I will roll the help first. I'm also gonna wish really hard.
Perfect time to use that.
Wished alive.
Okay, that will critically pass. Tangela, you get a +2.
Oh,
Roll the
nice.
+2, Zane.
What the in, da, da,
Shabam.
bonus. Is that a circuit? Hold on.
Circumstance, yes.
Oh, there. Okay, I don't know why it looked weird for a second.
It'd be
Yeah.
like that. Thanks, Foundry.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Nice.
good one.
Let's go.
It's a 35.
He nods. I suppose that would be quite in order. He then sends to an attendant, and they acquire this many more.
He like
Nice.
whispers to the guy. The guy is like whispering in a more aggressive tone, and then the freaking king's just like, "Dude, shut up, and go do it."
It's at
I
this
am
point
east.
that someone comes up to the Lord and whispers something to him.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly the Lord looks rather concerned and is like, hold on a moment. Don't leave just quite yet. Can the gallery please leave the room? And the advisors and attendants that aren't like really high up are leave at the back entrance.
The court disperses. Only the real remain.
Of rather sensitive matter just came to light.
Dear.
I don't know the full magnitude of the details myself, but I would like to ask for your assistance because this does directly involve you.
Oh.
It does.
Yes.
Not
Oh god, Betsy had children.
Oh no.
25 dragon whelps. What is it exactly?
Apparently, a very affluent person and businessman that I believe you know has been kidnapped.
Augustus, no.
You know full well it's not the Augustus.
No, not Augustus!
You right?
I'm surprised. You knew his name.
Oh, I thought it would have been so funny if it was
Uh.
Sudsy. Anyway. Oh. That's not
I will have one of my personal captains take you to the event where it took place. It was in All I know was happened in Elnera's archive sometime last night.
Dang.
I knew we should have gone yesterday.
Yeah.
There's no time to lose.
Where was he last seen?
El
I don't know
Nero's
myself.
archive.
We'll take the case.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
My book deal depends on it.
That's true.
You're what?
Book deal.
That's how I'm gonna publish my fan fictions of Renee and Luke.
Oh, I never agreed to that.
Yeah, your compliance wasn't a factor.
What? What did you say?
Your compliance wasn't a factor in her writing the fan fictions.
That's slander.
Well, here's the thing. She's gonna slightly
Actually,
change
wrong.
the
It's
names.
libel because it's
It's
in
libel.
print.
It's in writing. Yeah.
She's gonna slightly change the name, so instead of like Luke, it's like.
If
That's
she's
actually Aaron and Duke.
if she subtly changed the name to a very particular one, that would be exponentially funny. Anyway,
She just does Control F and replaces all instances of Renee with Ronald.
Ronald.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
This is the story of Ronald and Leek.
Oh, that's good.
And and Leek's brother Cinco.
Oh,
Also
about my
pretty good.
name. I was wondering, bro.
What's up?
You know how you gave our sister and Layla a name?
Yeah.
Would you consider doing the same for me?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Putting David on the spot.
well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have thought about it before, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to think of it yourself if you wanted to. I'll still do it if you want me to, though.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did it.
Gotcha.
I only have so many brain cells, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
Well, I mean, there is one name that I thought of that I think suits you.
What is it?
Vale.
That'll be it then.
That was an A or an EI?
EI.
All right.
Go to the back of the book. I write that down.
Mhm. And you then arrive to the crime scene.
Bum bum bum. Why is there a chalk line here? He didn't die. He was kidnapped.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, that's good.
All
Been
right.
firing out bangers.
There's
Oh,
the guard on site keep writing notes down. Says, all right, we've done as much research as we could. We're not really used to dealing with abductions. Apparently he visited the library, then walked to
That's
some
right.
courier's office, and then disappeared. That was the last time he was seen.
Courier's office.
Is there any evidence that was gathered that could prove that it's a abduction rather than just a rather hasty retreat or just leaving? He has the ability to.
Right back. I'm sorry.
The considerable amount of blood in the alleyway over there is the reason for the conclusion.
Oh well, you didn't tell me about that as we're walking towards the alleyway and now see the copious amount of blood.
So
You had to have been a witness if you knew it was Augustus, right?
Oh, you can see right here. He wrote in his blood, "This is my blood," signed Augustus. surprised that his kidnapper let him do that. And gave him enough time to perhaps be found out. Anyway,
Okay. So, y'all have 3 places to look, basically. The library, the courier's office, and that alleyway.
I think we should start with the alleyway because that place definitely has a lot of evidence.
I
Okay.
agree.
So, the alleyway has a very large number of bodies scattered around it, and blood litters the alleyway.
Oh.
Did these guys not clean it up?
Hmm?
I said, did they not clean it up? I'm
It's a
looking
crime
around and-
scene.
Oh, you don't clean up crime scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
You know,
long
yeah.
ago did it happen again?
It was last night.
Okay.
No, good
Because
lord.
it will need to eventually be cleaned up.
All of the bodies are somewhat familiar to you. They're all Leviathan they're all their robes are Leviathan in nature.
Oh.
Massage his temples.
I go
What
up
they
to
want with
one.
Augustus?
Can I do a
Raise his eyebrows. Suddenly, I'm not. Suddenly, I don't feel too bad about this.
right?
All of the bodies are rather charred, and most of them are blown up.
This was Augustus's work.
That
He
looks like a
fought him
fireball.
off. Yeah.
Anyway.
Are there any
Curiously,
personal effects?
none to be found. The only thing in the alley that is not pretty much fireballed is a potted plant on a windowsill, basically. That everything except that is like Looney Tunes black soot.
Ah,
Going to
I
the
used.
Is
plant.
I
this
wish to
the
question
type
the
of
planet.
thing where like the plant is like legitimately like stands out at the fact of why hasn't that got burned
Mhm.
sort of deal?
Yes.
Joke's on us. The plant just got put out and doesn't.
I detect magic.
Oh, I can
Okay.
do that too. We sweep the area.
So
Let
the
me-
whole area smells of magic of the evocation variety. And
Checks out.
the plant smells of not magic, but of like it could talk. Like particularly to someone who could talk to plants.
I would like to
Ah.
speak with kindred.
Luke, as soon as he activates the detect magic and like smells the magic, he just kind of like looks at Renee and goes, magic.
I mean, I could guess as such. I mean, as I'm sitting there twisting one of my rings.
Oh my gosh, you're exactly like that weird guy described. The
Wow.
plied plant says to you, Tangela.
Weird guy.
Yeah, he was wearing some like wizard robes.
Oh, Augustus, did you see him get kidnapped?
Oh yeah, he got very abducted. Weirdly, he like specifically talked to me and said, tell the one with a big hat that can talk to me to speak to Spudsy about something."
It had to be Spudsy. I mean, I was gonna talk to him anyways, but like, ugh.
Now you have double talk to Smudsy.
Any other details?
Sorry, no. I wasn't really paying
Okay.
much attention.
That's all right. Thank you, plant. I'm just gonna give it some of my like leftover dirt and put it in its pot.
It yells, "Yeah!"
Wait, no, it's not the right soil content. Ah! It's too acidic. No.
Too much sodium.
Oh my gosh.
What a world! What
Okay.
a world!
So Augustus knew we were gonna come after him and talked to the plant, I guess.
That's
So we have to go find Spudsy for some reason, which I assume it's probably why he was at the courier's office. I bet he sent a message to Spudsy.
Huh. Yes. Well, we can always go to the courier's office to go see.
Oh, yeah, we might be able to track down Spudsy that way. They're very good at finding people for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a courier's job. They can cross quite the distance if it's important enough.
If
Some
we
of them
can't
do
find him
get
that
caught.
way, then I've got a couple other ideas.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, this whole entire situation reminds me of like the murder, like the murder mystery joke where the cleric goes over and casts Speak with Dead. It's like, all right, who killed you? It's just all like you can smell that the plant you can smell the dialogue option on the plant. It's like sick, dude. It opened up he must have had the I open up pockets of safety, and that's why the plant was fine.
And to plan his fireballs accordingly.
That well, it's like a vocation wizard where you can like legitimately make pockets to make sure that people don't get affected, and the
Oh,
plant was a target. But I don't know. I didn't
okay.
look into spell casting in this system.
Where is the courier's office?
Yeah.
It is immediately next to this alleyway.
Hmm.
Oh,
around the corner then. Let's go.
Oh, wow. He literally left there and got jumped. That's crazy.
It looks like it.
Well,
This
yeah,
is just terrible for business. The front desk clerk says as y'all walk in.
Ah, yes, because I'm sure business was absolutely booming.
Well, booming is a fit choice of words.
I see
The
what they
irony is
did
not
there.
lost
no
on me.
laughing matter. There were a lot of people who died.
They were
Eh,
Leviathan.
easy come, easy go.
That is true.
I'm
Can
assuming you
you?
want to ask questions.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Well, then ask away.
Who wants to start?
We heard that Augustus came in here in order to probably have some business here. What do you know what exactly he came here for?
All I know is that he burst into the office and asked to send a message urgently to uh Tangela. Not sure why.
Oh, that's me.
Well, apparently he was willing to pay any number and said the message was extremely urgent and would pay for the quickest service fee possible. As he was mid sentence explaining the last part, he kind of just stopped talking and said, like really quietly, that he'd deliver it himself, and then he just walked out.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, we how long does it take for y'all to find somebody for delivery and
Well,
stuff?
depends how hard they are to find and where they are.
Do we have to already know where they are?
No, we can figure that part out. It just costs extra.
Cool. Deliver me to Spudsy.
What?
Me,
Oh.
I'm the package. Please send me to Spudsy.
Ma'am, you don't have the right postage on you. We can't even begin the process.
Just gonna go
Um,
get one of those free post office boxes and start crawling in.
Oh my
I
gosh.
suppose
start
we
helping
could
her.
do that. Do you need to go in the box? I mean, like
It feels right.
I
She
suppose.
really wants to be a parcel for this. You need to understand.
I I got it. I guess. Sure.
I don't know. Some couriers have standards, packages only or something. I don't. I'm trying to be accommodating.
I'm crouched behind the box, ready to shut it
I,
on
under-
Tangela.
I understand the circumstances of my request and how odd it is. Ergo, I'm willing to accommodate.
Oh, by the way, Tangela, do you actually need to breathe?
No, not at all. She just
No,
needs to
I figure
photosynthesize. Yeah.
I'm a plant, so I kind of just absorb it, I think. I don't think I have lungs.
You don't
Okay,
have lungs at all.
I'm checking the
You
box
just need to
to
be able to
pick it up.
photosynthesize. You don't even technically breathe air. You breathe
I
carbon
don't
dioxide.
technically eat
Yeah.
anything either. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I just chew up Eleanor's cookies and spit them out later.
Yeah.
Dang.
Then I close the
It's
box, start taping it up, getting it ready for packaging.
I
Or maybe I'm like a Venus flytrap. I melt it.
It's one of those things where it's never stated.
Maybe poke a hole just in case. I've never tested this, but I do live in the dirt.
Hey, maybe before we start boxing up Tangela to ship to Spudsy, maybe we should go check the library. He did go
Oh.
there.
That is true.
Is my box already taped? Just take me like
Yes.
this.
Yeah, taking it like I'm literally
Yeah,
just gonna
y'all
like,
were
this is the
halfway
box.
through, like, getting like the stamps out,
And then we were reminded, oh yeah, we still got another place to go.
Oh look, they have the duck
I-
stamps.
Okay, buy your stamps. Let's go check the library, and then we'll ship me.
Okay.
We'll be back.
We will be right back.
Alrighty.
Oh look, they have the commemorative stamp. All right, we need to go do something.
What are stamps?
Don't worry, we'll explain it in a minute as I'm carrying the box.
Oh, you know what? This will be a great hobby for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's have him pick up a slow burn hobby like stamp collecting, knowing that he's got like a couple of weeks.
Don't tell him that.
But hear me out.
This
If
is
he
why I did
survives,
it in my
he's
normal
globe
voice.
trotting. He can
That's
get
not
so many
going to
stamps.
happen.
You'll arrive at the library. This library is very expansive and very clearly well maintained. They have tons of different genres, subject matters. The chairs look quite comfortable. This looks like a place, someone would like to, sit down and read a book.
I would certainly hope so. It's here
It's got
in
that
the
nice,
archive.
got that paper smell.
You were in a box, Tangela.
I
We
can
took
still
her
smell
out of the
things.
box.
I never poked any holes in the box.
She kept packing
Nicola
me.
has
She
his
didn't stop.
15.
He uses the thief's dagger as a letter opener to free Tangela.
I take
Oh my
I take out the
gosh.
I take out the thieves dagger and I go in to, and it's like, oh, he's gonna use the blade, and I turn it around and I open up the thieves tools for the thin piece of metal to open it. It's like, you don't need a knife for this, it's tape.
She didn't want to pack me twice.
I really didn't.
Glides through the tape and it slices through the stamps because the guy put the stamps on it to make sure that if you opened it up, you'd have to go buy more stamps because now they're damaged.
Damn.
That's how
Genius.
they
They
get
pop
you.
out.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
There
Whoa.
is a librarian at the desk, and she is currently, kind of just pushing papers around. Hi, how can I help you? She says.
We're looking for, well, it's not, well, we are technically looking for him. Do you remember the handsome wizardy man that came in yesterday?
Oh, Augustus.
Yeah.
He's a regular here.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here last night.
Cool. Do you remember what he was doing?
Oh, yeah, he was the only one here, so I kind of, obviously, paid more attention than regular. He was here for about 2 hours. He left in quite a hurry, though. It was very uncharacteristic. He usually checks in all of his books back, but he didn't do that. Very out of character.
Oh no. Do you remember which book he had?
Well, he moved reading spots a couple times, once for each section. I believe it was 3. I collected all these books and took them back to the book return. Though I guess he must have taken one of the books with him because I wasn't able to find it after I closed up for last night. No matter how hard I looked.
Which book is missing?
It's hard to tell because I haven't, checked everything in, but I know the number he checked out, and it's not the number I picked up.
Mhm.
You can check the book return if it helps. I mean,
Sure. We can see like which books he was looking at.
Yeah. Is this like a log? The book return?
the book return is literally like the container that has the books inside of it.
Okay.
Uh,
We shuffle on over there.
The books in the book return are as follows. A Bard's Tale, Volume 32.
I didn't know that Folo was here as well.
This is kind of a
Psionics,
matey file.
Psionics in You, a comprehensive study of the psychic mind.
Hmm.
It's a really thick book.
Goblin to Human Dictionary.
Was he
That's-
talking with the goblins?
That's like 12 pages.
How It's Made. How to Create Your Own Undead! Exclamation point.
Why do they even have this?
Oh, you see, look, I point to like the spine of it, and there's like one of those color labels. Like that's on the restricted section.
Creature
Those-
Compendium, How to Tame All the Monsters! Exclamation point.
Alright, well that just seems wrong.
Mm.
Look at how thick that book is. There's no way that it's all the monsters.
This pile keeps getting more concerning.
Cooking with the Stars, How Meteors Make Better Meals.
I'm gonna flip
I
this
want
one
to
open.
pick up. I want to. Yeah, I was gonna say I want to pick up this book. What the hell's going on here?
What do you mean you're eating the star?
And the final book is, in the book return, is History of the Realm and the Heroes Who Made It.
See, that would be one of those.
I pull that one and start looking through it.
Interesting.
Or just like quickly flipping through. I wouldn't say quickly, but like flipping through and scanning each page. Anything useful that I get out of it?
It is a somewhat in-depth, though still very cursory examination of heroes of the past and how they helped create the world we currently live in today.
Any names that hop out?
Exius is one of them, Sarah is one of them, Saya is one of them, and Eleanor is one of them.
I stop on Exius and start looking at that one.
What happened?
It
Where'd you
very
go?
specifically says that in his later years he retired and then passed away. Nothing else sticks out to you of importance.
Right. I'll start looking at like each of them to see what it says in regards to each hero.
It talks about, their contributions, their various events in life. Some of them essentially founded countries after their events. And just stuff like that.
And then she turned into a tree.
Yeah. I would like to shake the other books to see if there's any notes in them.
You don't find any notes, but A Bard's Tale Volume 32 is doggy-eared in a horrendous number of places.
Oh gosh.
I'd like to look at a few of them.
This is the worst. This is the worst library etiquette ever. There's no way that he would do this.
That's because it's probably a message, maybe. Hopefully.
All of these pages, as you skim through this is the most generic 1,000-volume mid-young adult novel.
Dang.
Wow, this bard certainly has the ability to cast every single spell under the sun. Huh.
I think he's too OP.
I find it really funny that he's strictly says that he's not the protagonist of the story, but everything seems to point that he is.
Yeah. I agree with that assessment.
Yeah.
Was that the word of the day, bro?
No way to skip that one.
No,
Yeah.
we had to. No, we're talking about that one later.
No, that was a while back. Assessment. Yeah. I remember it because it smells like a naughty word.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm sorry, roll it back. You said it smells like a naughty word, or it sounds like a naughty word?
I said smells.
Yeah.
He didn't stutter.
Yeah. That's normal.
What does Luke, who was just like idly thumbing through a book, closes the book and like sets it down and looks at Vale and is like, "What does a naughty word smell like?"
You know, like it's like a he thumbs through the word calendar. Foul. Yes.
Uh,
FOWL.
That's not
that
exactly the correct
that's a
version of
Well
that word.
played.
so it smells like bird.
Indubitably.
There it is.
There it is.
You know, bro, part of me thinks you're being facetious.
Hey.
I haven't got to that one yet. Which one is that, Renee?
What? Oh,
Facetious.
I think that was last year's calendar, actually.
Oh man, I was barely born last year. How was I supposed to know?
Yeah. Also, we just gave you the calendar like this month. Of course, you could have flipped back, but then that's out of the spirit of the thing.
Yeah, you know, you gotta go day by day.
Or as I pull
Wait a
up
minute. There's something else
as I
in this
pull a
freaking book.
dictionary.
There's something else in this book return pile. Death Note, a notebook of death. What a preposterous notion.
Oh,
Throw
I've
it
read
away.
that one.
Has a bunch of names, dates, and circumstances of death. It's really weird.
Yeah, I know. Who would ever believe in something like this? Wait, it says here that you literally give up your ability to go to heaven or hell. Who would willingly do this? I throw it away. I
I
throw
would.
it
I
in.
I would. That doesn't exist. Grabs book.
Chuckles.
The book by itself already establishes that there's.
Yeah.
Yuan, you said you were thumbing through books. Which one are you looking at right now?
I said I was looking through the one that had the heroes.
Mhm. Okay.
Anybody else thumbing through books?
I mean, Luke was just kind of doing he was perusing, seeing if there was uh anything that caught his eye, but
Uh,
Mhm.
in Psionics and You semicolon, a comprehensive study of the psychic mind. There is a particular page that kind of sticks out to you about psychic people being able to imprint thoughts upon others.
Huh.
Hmm.
Well,
That's
this is
neat.
interesting.
Okay. So we have people stapling thoughts onto people's heads. We have what's going on with the monster taming manual.
It's like, you know, like the really early 2000s, really mid Pokemon encyclopedias that like would misspell tentacool.
Oh my god.
It's
I
like
had one of
that.
those.
Oh god.
Is it dog-eared anywhere? Or is this
Uh,
just
n-
like
most of the pages are torn. It looks like drinks were spilled on most of them as
I
well.
have a
Wow.
feeling other
The
people
nerd
take
book.
this book and like flipping through it for help.
some of
Did
this is
anybody
strong? They say black dragon spews out ice. What the hell?
did anybody look at the star dinner or whatever?
No, I
I
thought
thought
I'll
that
grab
you
that
picked
one.
that up.
I was kind of shaking them around looking for clues, physical clues, not the actual
I was
Yeah,
content.
gonna
I'll
say
actually thumb through it.
I was gonna say like as soon as I heard that, I wanted to investigate that book because I'm like, what the
Yeah,
hell
there you
is
go.
going on here?
Okay,
It's gotta be such.
so it is a full-on like proto schizophrenic rant on how using meteors as the rock that heats the food is objectively superior to other methods of heating, as imprints the essence of the stars upon the food you're cooking it with.
That makes sense.
that
I was
but
gonna
that's
say we live in Magic Land. There might be a base.
um
Spoilers. There is.
Does that get read out loud
I
so
yeah,
Luke
I'm
can
like,
hear? Because
yeah,
Luke
I'm
would
just
react to that.
like, oh, it talks here about how meteoric iron is supposed to be the best form of heating element for cooking food because it infuses the essence of stardust upon the cuisine,
Renee
rendering
squinting at
its
these words.
dependence. I pull out my reader.
Like looks up and he's like, imbues the essence of stardust into the food.
Rendering it stupendously superior.
Superior.
Speaking as someone who regularly infuses himself with stardust, it does not.
Well,
I
you
don't know.
aren't
Have you
huffing
ever
it
ate
correctly.
yourself?
I've tasted my own sweat.
Give yourself a
Couldn't
lick next
taste any
time you
different.
transform.
Well, you infuse yourself with the stardust. This is through heat. You're just covering yourself in it. It's like if you threw a bunch of dust at somebody versus putting a log on them and then lighting it on fire.
I mean, do you not put flavor dust on food?
Luke, I didn't think you've ever ate food. I just see
That's
you drink
called
ration
seasoning,
token.
Luke. Guess that was in the year before last year's calendar.
Isn't this why like fleshies use fire on their meat and stuff? It changes things.
Yes.
Yes,
Raw meat doesn't taste the same as cooked meat.
it increases the caloric intake.
Wait, what's that?
What?
Meat?
What?
No, caloric.
Oh well, that's an
What's
advanced
that word?
concept. You're going to have to complete more of your workbooks before we get back into that.
Speaking of workbooks, I go and hunt down for some workbooks to copy to give to 5.
She goes to the
Oh
children's.
man.
Just give them the Sunday paper.
I was mostly just gonna find like the children's equivalent of like a coloring book, but have its like different various levels of like he has to figure stuff out, crossword puzzles, word
Yeah.
searches.
You get him freaking elementary school busy work.
Yeah. Or it'll also have like it'll say, "Here's how you do this," and have examples of how to do it. And he has to try to follow those examples.
So did we look through all the books?
The last book y'all haven't asked about is How It's Made, semicolon, How to Create Your Own Undead, exclamation point.
I don't think we
All
need
right.
to
That
read
one.
that one.
No, this intrigues me.
Yeah, we need to read through it.
While it is not a super in-depth guide, that would obviously be, pretty illegal.
Yeah.
It does mention some one page really sticks out to you, and that's the concept of lichdom that it discusses in the book.
Hmm.
This is concerning.
I have an idea.
Oh
What it
no.
could mean.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. Beautiful.
Oh,
This is
Lucian,
gonna
suffering
be
builds character.
fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Slams book closed.
You get shushed by the librarian immediately.
I flip her off.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
she's
I
letting
cut-
us freaking go through an investigation here.
I've come back over with like a whole couple of books, like about 3 books worth of workbooks for 5 to go through.
Miss Librarian, she looks up. Yes, young man? What is the most complicated and inquisitive book you have? Because I know how to read.
I want to try. I want to try and be like behind him. I want to try and like catch the. It'd be really funny to actually use the real action of this. I've created a version to try and gather her attention. But I don't think that's really that necessary. Just try and give her a subtle like don't. It's like no, he's not ready. That's
Catching your drift, she nods. Oh yes, it would be over there, and she points to the young adults section.
she points to the Weenie Hut Juniors
Yeah,
section of the library.
Five looks pretty smug and like goes over there.
Oh great, he's gonna go find the first volume of A Bard's Tale over there. The biggest tragedy of all is that Vale will never be able to know what happens in the end. There's
How
too
long will
many
it take to
volumes. Alright, well, we can check these workbooks out. We're going to have to make copies of these. These are. Because it's like this is a library. This ain't no bookstore.
This is not a bookstore. This is a library. Yes.
Yeah, so we can like check them out, and like you're going to have to give him like his own like spiral essentially or equivalent.
To like write the answers into, you know.
Yeah, that's why I made copies of workbooks for him to work on. So like those 3 books I have are actually just like several workbooks just in 3 fairly not thick books, but like textbook style workbooks for him. They're just copies that I made. So
Wanting riding like a demon over here.
yes.
All right. What do y'all want to do now? Y'all have a pretty thoroughly looked through all the books, except I guess the Goblin to Human Dictionary, but you can probably assume what that one is.
Yeah.
Please tell me it's actually written by a goblin.
Please tell me it's also only 12 pages.
It's you see, it was Goblin to Human. It's written in Goblin and then gives the human word.
I'd like to read it and see if there's any mistranslation.
Nearly every word is close to the translation. It's like that's like the early 2010s Google Translate level of quality.
Okay.
It's like you have
Okay.
like
Look at this. It's terrible.
oh wow, that is terrible. Put my
Comes over, reads it, and as he's going word by word, you see the same vein in his forehead starting to like protrude, and then just like his face just starts getting redder and redder.
I start saying some other words in the goblin voice to him.
Excuse me, Miss Librarian, I would like this extremely challenging book. It's A Bard's Tale, Volume 1.
I fucking knew it. Wow, look at that cover. His loot has blades on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I am so proud of you. Gonna shed a tear.
Huh?
I guess that explains what a lax was in volume 32.
Oh, did you just come back, Anger? No?
Alright.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
I was
yeah.
curious.
Go ahead.
I'd like to check out the meteor book.
You'd like to honestly, you know what? Go ahead. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I was going to say, did we ever confirm whether or not the dog-eared pages in Bard's Tale Volume 33 was just because the previous person just was a terrible owner, or if there actually was a method to the madness? Like, hey, on these pages, look at the third word and it spells out a message, I'm going to die, please rescue me, or something.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
you
that's
missed what
also
just
what I was
happened.
thinking. Hmm?
Hmm?
What did
So,
you say, Zach?
yeah,
Oh no, I think he came back right after what just happened with 5.
yes. I mean, I was
He
listening
checked.
to it all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's why right before we left, I just wanted to get that answer on the volume 33 method to madness, or can we just safely ignore it?
you can safely ignore it. You don't
All
see
right,
any
carry
like
on.
clear pattern in the volume 32.
Yeah, we start like
Okay,
going
good.
through the dog-eared pages and like looking at the first like capital letter, and it's like it's not coming up with anything. There's nothing that we can see where it's like things have been circled or anything, besides people freaking circling a passage and then putting in the side. This is fucking epic.
I don't think we're gonna find any like coded messages here because he didn't leave a message until he was like in danger and saw the plant.
Yeah, he said he would deliver it himself, so he didn't have
True.
time to.
Unless we can find a way to figure out what book he checked or he ran off with earlier. Oh, well, if they're significant enough, we can see what he was doing. Hold on. Let me
Psychometric
see.
resonance.
Yeah, that thing.
I'll help divide the load. I can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be
Both
great.
of you go ahead.
Do your brain thing.
Specifically aiming at the books that were in the return bin and then the areas that mentioned he was in.
Okay. So you go through each book and check the emotional resonance from them. A Bard's Tale Volume 32, you get the emotion of childlike whimsy coming from the book. Psionics and You, a comprehensive study of the psychic mind, you get a very inquisitive thought process. You know, you feel like the emotion of like the gears slowly turning as you are coming towards a conclusion, like that feeling. The Goblin to Human Dictionary, you get the feeling of like trolling coming from it.
Huh.
Uh,
And what does that mean in this settings context?
mischievous activities.
Okay.
Creature Compendium, semicolon, how to tame all the monsters, exclamation point. You get the feeling of, like, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make like a quick buck off of this, type feeling. Cooking with the Stars, semicolon, how meteors make better meals. You get the feeling of true madness resonating from it, as like, you can feel like the passion and insanity dripping from the pages almost.
You can
Wow.
feel the fervor. You can feel like the absolute like what is it called? Zealotry in it.
History of Them and Heroes Who Made It, you get a feeling of pondering as you're going through it. Almost like you're so close to figuring out something and you're almost there, but you just aren't quite. How it's made, semicolon, how to create your own undead, exclamation point. Um as you get as you feel the emotion in this book, you get the feeling of overwhelming dread. Like you just discovered something you were
I,
never supposed to find. The
I
a,
knew it.
a thought so devastating that it just fills you with a deep sadness at the horrors of what you currently feel. You're gonna take damage as consequence of this.
Oh,
Oh
Oh yeah,
damn.
that's right. That's one
oh
of the things.
gosh.
If
Which
it's
one of us
really
was
small,
checking that one?
That will be Tangela.
All right.
Cause
Tangela, you're gonna take this much.
500
make sure I'm
seconds.
selecting me.
Wow.
Ah!
Ah, that would seem like it hurt.
Burn that one!
No, don't burn it. It doesn't even do anything.
It hurt.
Oh, I'll rub your back. There.
Tangela, are you okay?
This one hurt me.
What happened?
I described what I felt to the team. I don't think this one's supposed to be here.
Hold on, it was childlike whimsy, inner machinations working. What were the others again?
Trolling from the Goblin to Human Dictionary. The feeling of like excitement at making a quick buck off of the creature compendium. Cooking with the stars was manic madness. History of the realms is the feeling that there's something on the tip of your tongue, like you're so close to figuring something out. And how it's made is you have discovered what you were supposed to, what you were looking for, and the realization has horrified you.
Something about the hero book, something about the undead book, and something about Leviathan.
Oh no. That means.
Ring a bell?
Mm-hmm.
Remember who we saw at the carnival?
Mm-hmm. And what he was saying at the end as he was laughing maniacally.
Yes.
Oh god. Is he a lich?
Probably.
Luke,
Does the book talk about phylacteries?
It discusses that a phylactery is where they store the soul, but no other information.
Augustus has made a really big revelation. No, what's the word I'm looking for? He's understanding something, and he's got to tell us. And it's got to be really important.
And it was important enough that he didn't trust sending a message, apparently. He had to tell us personally.
Let's get me in that box quick.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
You stored your soul in a phylactery. All right, well, let's go. I'm parsing through the information. My character is, as we're moving on to our next
Renee's pretty
Destination.
smart. It makes sense that he'd be pretty inquisitive.
Yeah.
So you go back to the courier's office, and they're like, "All right, get in. It's not even that far of a walk, but
Box of safety.
Wait, did you already find him?
I mean, yeah, I know where that is. He's like one of the most famous people in the city."
No, no dilly dally. Pour the packing peanuts on me and let's go.
Is this really just so that you could play around in the packing peanuts?
I got hurt by that book earlier. I need some comfort and joy.
Right, pour the peanuts.
I put a layer of bubble wrap on the bottom and the sides of boxes. Put the packing peanuts in
Before
there.
you even pour the first peanut, all the freaking bubbles have been popped by Tangle.
Wow.
No, I gently was like swaddle Tangela in a little blanket, set her in there gently, and just pour the packing peanuts on her.
I'm fragile. Put the sticker on.
And close the box up. Like,
I freaking go
Alright.
grab the thing and the handle with care label.
Let's
this
walk
side up.
like it's all right. Let's go. She picks up the package, locks the store as y'all step out. Delta numbers just nodding along like.
Wow, there. I can't believe the clerk is delivering this themselves. I guess it's because
all my employees kind of asked for trauma leave.
Understandable.
And I could like terminate their position, but then like they'd be rehireable, so then like there's just no point to firing them at all. So
And then you're down people and we need to
and then
hire new.
and I gotta constantly be retraining people, so it's just better just to give them the time off.
Yeah. Smart move.
The clerk walks over to Castle Imperius.
Oh.
It was kind of far.
Yeah, that's not super close.
Trust me, when you've had to go from Elnara's archive to the tippity tip of the farmland to deliver a "we're over," you take what you can get.
Oh,
It's a matter
that
of
makes sense.
perspective. Yeah, carry on.
That's a
It's
whole
so
boat ride.
It's just the 3 words on the picture on the freaking parchment.
Update your Facebook status, Lamau.
Your face slate status.
Yeah, face sleep.
We have to downgrade it one tech level.
Your face scroll is weak. You're at the Castle Imperius. Castle Imperius is a pretty impressive sight. Whoever lives here is clearly loaded because this is the biggest castle you've ever seen.
Do I have a peephole in my box?
No,
Yes,
you don't.
yeah, you do. You have the air hole.
I would never gave her an air hole unless someone else did.
Oh,
Wait,
well then.
she
We'll
has
cut it
air
in.
hole. She has air holes because if you remember, forever ago, we had to cast water breathing.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. We just
That's a good
assume.
point.
Like it's
So
never.
you're peeping out, and Tangela, you just feel anger. You're like, this just isn't right. Like,
Why the hell is there a big castle?
like maybe Spudsy's like a busboy there. You think?
Hey, no one tell him I'm in this box. I want to see how he reacts around the rest of you when I'm not here.
It'll be a surprise.
You get to the castle, and the courier's like, job's done." She leaves.
She's like, job's done. She just like drops. She just unceremoniously drops the freaking box.
You feel a 3 gold lighter, Tangela.
Okay, I was wondering.
Uh,
Like, did she even charge us?
yeah, I took 3 gold from my pocket.
It's more like when we went through the thing of getting the stamps and like the stickers and everything. We paid that, so you wanted to be the parcel, so you get to fork the money.
Suddenly, a leshy guard approaches you. Oh!
Fleshy.
He's a potato. You approach Castle Imperius. What business brings you here? Delta number just leaves upon this happening. She can't.
You can't deal with them.
I'll yell back at her. Catch you back at the end. Hopefully.
She's just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this right now. Well, exit stage left.
Who's carrying me?
Likely Vale, I assume.
Me or Vale.
So we're going. So this is we're going to Spudsy, right? Like this is the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And what were we doing again?
Trying to get the message.
Mm-hmm.
As Augustus said, go to him.
Mm-hmm. We have a urgent message we need to pass on to Mr. Spudsy. We also have a package for him as well.
Tell him it's from his wife.
It's from Spudsy's wife.
Spudsy's wife is something of a ladies' man.
Oh.
I'll take it right away.
In person only.
Oh my god.
His. What?
Then he leads you forward. You arrive to the castle hall, and the grand hall is before you. Sitting on the throne is a potato. You don't go in that hall. You go to the left. You go up some stairs, and you go into a still very nice but relatively modest castle room, and he bangs on the door. You got a message! A message for me from Hoops. Apparently, your whore wife. My wife is such no thing. A harlot she is not. But I shall accept the package all the same.
Dang it, I didn't get half of that because my mom had to come.
The hell have these potatoes been saying about me?
Wait, I zoned out. What did he just say?
Called Tankla a
Being
harlot.
mean.
Why would she? Why would they say
Because
that?
they think you're all my concubines or something.
Oh my god.
You
That's
remember?
not. Yeah,
Consort.
that's right.
Consorts, that's the word. Same thing.
No, consort is a much more elegant term.
Bring in the
hell is wrong with
package.
everyone?
Just kick the door down. Use authority.
Right, I'm gonna
Do it,
open
Bill.
this door. I'm gonna open this door. I just opened
You
it.
enter into the room, and Spudsy is there, admiring himself in a mirror, like affixing his armor. Oh yes, I see my wife's consorts are personally delivering a message. What is the message and the package?
Okay, well, first of all, we're not really our consorts. We're more of our, friends.
I
So
don't care what she calls you. She gonna do whatever she wants. My wife is everything to me.
I kind of like the sound of that. Not the wife part. Whatever I can do whatever I want.
Oh my gosh. And thus
all
she
right,
was won over.
all right, cool. It was that easy. We can resolve that tarot card. All right, so all right, we had a message. What was the message again?
We're finding Augustus.
Oh yes, Augustus was kidnapped.
Yeah.
My goodness. By whom?
I think it was probably those bastards.
cult?
Yes, Leviathan. That's their name.
Yep.
That is not good. Who is Leviathan?
Ah, Christ.
It,
Not
is that
good
his?
people.
Is that his normal speaking cadence?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
They're bad people. That's all you need to know. They attacked Tangela once before.
Yes,
Multiple times even.
Yes.
exactly.
Then they are foes to me, all the same. How may I assist you, my wife's consorts?
That, we'll workshop that one.
Friends.
Friends. Yes,
And we were told to come find you.
exactly.
By whom?
Augustus. Well, a plant
Augustus.
that
Yeah,
Augustus talked to.
the plant passed on Augustus's message.
Yes.
I see. Where is my wife?
Leviathan killed her.
Ah!
That didn't happen. I take out my I take out my thieves dagger. I do the exact same joke that I freaking said the other time. Freaking using the thieves tools to actually open it instead of the real blade.
Yes,
And
yes.
then once I'm done freaking like cutting through all the tape and everything, like what does Tangela do? Does she pop out and spew peanuts everywhere?
Absolutely, I make a
Much
mess.
to, much to
Yeah.
the
Shove a couple in his mouth
chagrin
while
of
I'm
the
at it.
freaking maid.
Oh my gosh.
My moon and stars, my love. You have personally delivered yourself to me.
Shut
This
up and
is a
eat peanuts.
joyous day. You and I both know we don't eat.
I mean, I guess you could chew on it, but like,
Gonna shove it
Crunchy.
in his mouth anyways. Just
I am
here.
so grateful to hear that you were not killed by this Leviathan.
Okay, listen up. Augustus told us to come find you because he was getting kidnapped. Now, why would he tell us to come find you?
Oh, I mean, I can think of a couple of reasons. I'm very reliable, trustworthy. I know about his history. I'm wealthy. What other
So
good
lying is
traits
a
do I
morally
have?
bankrupt act, correct?
I think Augustus
I
is
am not bankrupt in any way.
If I go outside and ask another potato to tell me about you, is he gonna say everything like opposite?
I don't know, probably not. Depends who you ask. Don't ask my father though. He will not give you the exact same answers.
I'm gonna go find
remind
your dad.
you. Tangela knows his
Wait!
dad. We're gonna follow Tangela. We're gonna go see Smudsy's dad.
Yeah.
Wait, my wife! Don't go!
Fine. What?
I believe I know why he sent you. It relates to our backstory.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Well, break it
Continue.
down for us.
Spudsy recounts the backstory. I'm going to speak in my normal voice because Spudsy's voice is very annoying even to me.
That's crazy.
it's
That's
very
fair.
entertaining. What are you talking about? It's definitely not something that would prove grading the more that you do it because of the certain cadence that it has and all of the other little intricacies that come with it. What are you talking? What are you talking about? See, I already messed up. Let's say, what are you
Oh,
talking about?
What are you
like a
talking
caution.
about?
alright. Tell us about Gentleman's Academy, I guess.
Finally, gentlemen.
Gentleman's Academy is a place where young men were sent to, be taught the ways to become exemplary gentlemen. Things such as, good behavior, manners, ways to treat a partner, stuff like that. On, and that's how they advertised it.
Uh-huh.
The, uh, and for the most part, that is what it was, the young men sent there were taught all those things. Uh, they were also focused on a set of independent study, mostly related to performing magics. These magics that they were focused on were primarily arcane in nature, but, should other magics develop themselves in the young men, then that was perfectly fine as well. Um, Augustus is just naturally predisposed to being a very skilled wizard. He is very inquisitive, he's naturally ambitious, and because of that, and not just that, he's also very intelligent. So because of that, he was a very good wizard and quickly became something of a prodigy. Eventually, um, and this whole time, Spudsy and Augustus were obviously roommates at Gentleman's Academy.
Mhm.
Eventually, one day, Augustus came frantically into their room in the middle of the night. Spudsy had known that Augustus was being uh, sent for a very important matter during that night. Spudsy didn't think anything of it. He's not exactly the brightest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
So Augustus returns with this panic, and then asks for Spudsy's help. Spudsy, being his only friend, they flee the academy.
Oh.
Spudsy never asked what was so horrifying that happened that night that they needed to flee the Gentleman's Academy. But he does know that he has never seen Augustus scared prior to that, nor since that.
Hmm.
That's the story you hear.
How long
Where
ago
is
was
this school?
this?
That too.
I have that written down. That's a very important number.
499 years.
No, I would have just
Swear to
remembered
God.
that one.
Okay,
It was
497.
2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Hey Luke, how old are you?
20.
In
How old is this, 5?
actual fletchling. Yeah.
How much experience do you have?
Like, how long has it been since I was resurrected? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Or how old is my
Yeah,
body?
since you were
Uh,
resurrected.
2 years.
should be at least a year or two, I think. Kind of gets jumbled. I try to forget that time.
Where's Gentleman's Academy located?
Yep.
That would be in the Opalescence College district.
Of course.
Zoom out a little bit. Oh,
Course.
yeah, it's right there.
You won't
Yeah.
gotta zoom out much.
Yeah.
Amelia, how long has it been since I was resurrected?
Almost 3 years, but 2 years is the the more it is not 3 years. It's close to 3 years.
Okay, close to 3 years.
Luke, Phil, have y'all ever seen Augustus before?
He didn't seem familiar.
Yeah, he
Who?
didn't. I had never seen him prior to that.
I mean, if he's as talented with magic as he seems, it's possible he disguises himself. Maybe it's not what he actually looks like, but
He uses a lot of disguise magic. Spudsy, has he always looked like that?
Yes. I mean, he changes his clothes pretty frequently, but I mean, other than that, that's just kind of what he looks like.
Wait a minute.
did he? Hmm.
Do
Okay.
you have a working theory you'd like to put out? Because I think I might
I
have it.
I have a crackpot theory. I consider it a crackpot theory.
Mhm.
Does he look at all similar to a certain someone that we've seen recently? Specifically, a certain someone we saw at a carnival. That was
Very,
someone I knew in his younger years.
very curiously, their clothes looked almost identical.
The clothes did. Interesting.
Their
Okay,
wiz their
so
wizard attire was pretty much 1-to-1.
Okay.
so the working theory I have is either he's Exius, uh, or he knew him and is also a lich like Exius. That's one or two of my theories.
Here's what I've been thinking about. It's said in the book that a phylactery allows you to store a soul within it, and that's part of being a lich, which means that the body that you're using doesn't house your soul, but is somehow still connected to it, which means if something ever did happen to your body, as I pan my gaze over to Luke, it means that the soul wouldn't pass on, it would remain in that phylactery, whatever it might be. And even more sinisterly, you might be able to take that soul and put it in another body, thus being able to continue your life with a prolonged lifespan by simply borrowing other people's bodies. Now, What do they study at the college? Magic. Which means that those who show a particularly high aptitude for it might end up being chosen as candidates to become the Lich's next vessel. I
Yep.
think that is what Augustus ended up discovering, and as a result, he ran away.
And then taking that step further, more recently, he probably realized that, hold on, from what I saw back then and what I just read in this book about lichdom, and then also what we just read about the psionics of implanted thoughts, he might have realized that it was only a matter of time. He was doomed from the beginning, whether he stayed or left. And
Okay.
that's when he
Sorry,
got
I didn't mean to.
yoinked.
This is very viable. Spudsy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Were you a particularly good student at Gentlemen's College?
Well, I don't like to brag, but I was bottom of my class when it came to magic, but top of my class when it came to good looks.
Oh, so you were
Okay.
top of your class. Okay, Spudsy's Exeus. Let's kill him.
Dang.
I don't really think that Exius was known for being handsome.
No, in all seriousness.
In all seriousness, let's just kill him. I don't
No,
don't have
in
a
all seriousness,
justification.
I wasn't
Yeah,
kidding
go
about
on.
potato roast. Let's go. No,
No.
With butter.
With butter, yes. Um, would you, if it's already been asked and established, I apologize, but this is just to confirm. Would you say Augustus was top of the class or close to?
Oh, yes, he was honestly the most talented wizard I've ever seen. If he was as good looking as me, he would honestly have been one of the most talented people in the world.
He was quite the prodigy, from what the story Spudsy expertly told.
Well, there's another theory I have, but I can't really confirm it until I see it for myself. Can we visit the college?
I was going to say, I think we should hurry. I think that they might be trying to wake up a psychic handprint.
Suggestion. The
Yes.
sleeper agent.
Yes, they're going to they're going to flip him on. We need to go.
He said that he would disappear during the night sometimes, right?
Say it
While we
again?
were at college.
Mhm.
I mean, yes, that would happen from time to time, but it's just that one night that was
That was
exceptional.
it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have late night wizardry. This time it was a crisis.
And I guess we'll have to look at the college for clues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pay a visit to the college
I have a very
academy.
sinking suspicion that I'm not gonna enjoy going to this college.
We could also try tracking down some Leviathan members. What's that one sister that seems to be all over you?
Which
Layla?
one?
Oh God.
The one that doesn't like us.
Which one?
The one that tried to murder us.
Which one?
The one that's still actively trying to murder us.
The one that
Which
was
one?
the one that was really strong.
Not four.
on their
Which
coming
one?
on.
Not four.
Not
That
Layla.
was a very
Yeah, not
oh,
Layla.
8. Oh, 8.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, there we
8.
go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
For a
Yeah,
second
she's
there, I thought you were
weird.
talking about 3, and I was gonna get really weirded out.
Oh,
But
3? Oh, man, I can't stand that guy.
neither can I.
I don't think that any of us can. He's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, he chopped off
Very
my
arrogant.
arm, man.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really terrible of him.
He also killed someone important to us. Anyway, the pause was Luke looking like realizing who was in our company. Wait,
She's
was
not
that the
here.
first? Oh, she's not? Oh,
No.
okay. Damn it,
She
that ruins the bit.
yeah, like she saw the guards, heard them talk, and said, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, it was just all like
Yeah.
it's just like this is a potato castle, and she's like, "I'm out." and she left.
All right. Well, then in that case, he also killed. Looks back in the direction where we came from. Someone important to Yangir.
Yeah.
You never know who's
Small
listening.
small tear.
She's still around. You're fine. Can't say the same for me.
Our
Just go back
manifestation.
to the forest. There'll be illusions.
That are trying to
Oh,
kill us. I don't
I
want
don't
to
know if
get
they're
scorched
illusions or
again.
not, but like, yeah.
That's
That
right.
really depends on how the spirits want to play. But yeah, when we got there, you weren't doing very well.
4 times. 4 times I got fireballed.
Cut.
He probably deserved it or something.
Cut.
Ah,
Scorched. Wow.
savage.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go because I don't really think that Spudsy's going to help us.
He gave us the information we needed. That's
Yep.
Yeah,
usually what he's good for,
he's not a fighter.
surprisingly.
He's not a fighter. He's a looks maxer, apparently.
I'll give him this. He knows how to get relatively relevant info.
I'm thank thank you, Spuzzy.
I love you too, my dear.
And then he
Hey.
hugs her.
Not what was said, but sure.
It's okay. He's
All right,
really sweet.
to save
All right,
Augustus,
let's get out of here.
are
Yeah.
you coming along, or
Bounce.
are you
Wait, you seem to be short a person.
1, 2?
You don't
Oh
take
Layla.
yeah,
advice from
Leela
commenting on
never
someone's
came
height.
back.
Yes, that one. What happened?
Yeah,
She
Luke,
went
what
off.
happened?
She was
She
funny.
she went off to go find herself or something, right?
We had a conversation about boundaries. She went away.
I guess that's the boundary now.
That's crazy.
I laid it out very clear for her. She decided to go. She didn't have to, but she did. But she decided to go.
It's a good thing my wife's never done one of those with me. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. See you on the lip side.
I just leave. I'm not.
I look at
I'm not gonna
Pangala.
entertain
Are
this one.
we sure I can't kill him?
Yes, not in his
So
own
easy.
castle.
Like they could stop me.
There's a
I
lot
mean,
of
he's
people
potato
here.
shaped. You could like toss him like a basketball into the laundry basket or
the,
something.
like, the freaking like 5 potatoes that are on the ceiling holding real actual guns.
The Leshy Secret Service.
It's a canon event. He has to live.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if by the end of this campaign Spudsy is the big bad, I'm going to shit
That's not going to happen.
violently.
We already know who the big bad's going to be. It's going to be the dust. Anyway.
Okay, let's go save Augustus. So,
Yeah.
so we're not losing more friends.
You leave. There's an aura
Yeah.
of franticness about us because he could be freaking have his imprint awakened at any moment.
Yeah, I'll shut Sputsy's store as
Hmm?
we leave.
I'm gonna flip off the potato guard that was talking shit about me.
Oh
Hey.
look, it's the disgusting root leshy.
Hey,
Sorry,
fuck
doesn't
you.
have that.
Oh look,
Okay.
it's dinner if he doesn't shut his mouth.
Sorry, I didn't realize you took companionship with humans.
I'm allowed to
Wow,
have friends.
I look at everyone in the party and then look at him. And I'm just like, what are you even talking about?
Then he just walks off.
We aren't human. Like
You
none
sure
of us
look
are
like
human.
it to me.
I was gonna say to their ignorant eyes, you basically look human.
Jesus, life that stupid must be so nice.
I mean, look at let's get a move on.
The absolute just I'm telling him I'm tired of this. Let's go.
He might be. We gotta save Augustus.
I was gonna say, it's
Meanwhile,
just like, I was like, yeah, it's meanwhile, freaking, like, Augustus is, like, sitting there getting freaking, like, a Gara and freaking.
Just picturing like we're sitting here bantering and then it just like smash cuts to like Augustus in this fucking like end game or Infinity War thing, like Doctor Strange with the needles.
I was thinking about the freaking. Let me go find it. There's probably a really good picture of it.
And meanwhile, it cuts back. He's screaming in agony, and then it just cuts back to us. It's like we're not even human.
Cries.
okay. Y'all leave the castle and go off in the Opalescent College District and go to the Gentleman's Academy.
Mhm.
And that seems like a pretty climactic spot to end the session.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Woo.
oh, Augustus.
Oh boy.
Augustus.
Swear to God, swear.
Murder.
We might end up having to do that to him.
As soon as we
He
got to
gets
the lich
activated.
part, I'm just all like, oh, we're pulling an Orochimaru on this, huh?
If we oh God, I can see the writing on the wall, and I hope. It's to happen.
Yep. Well, let us say goodbye to the peoples.
Bye bye, peoples!
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody. We'll see
Bye
what happens
bye!
to Augustus in the next session, maybe.
Until next time. Ciao.
Bye bye.